What's up, everybody? It is your girl Midnight. It is your girl Midnight. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Happy Tuesday. We're finna make it clear, cause listen, I knew that this was gonna happen in the manner that it was gonna happen in. Everybody is doing too much talking now. Everybody is folding. As Midnight said, what I said. This is really gonna be out of my control. So y'all spilling the beans now on one another. It's really not making no sense. See, that's why I know I'm cold at what I do because it was the truth. Everybody that I named, let me cut my music. I'm cold. I'm the truth for real. When I say I can find out something about what I want to find out about, I will and do. Everybody, we're going to make this clear. Everybody that Midnight done named that has something to do with contacting my job, Midnight not going to be the one dealing with y'all. I've already started what I need to start it on all four of y'all. So you're going to have to prove your innocence if that's what you're claiming. But to say that you do not know about it, lies. You can still uphold that lie if you want to. You definitely know about it. And you knew of it. It's in the clip. It's in the clip. Y'all can't deny. This is what I'm saying. This is what I call people to be very delusional in a sense. And you see how y'all now once telling on each other. You see how now do the world, I'm talking to Facebook as a whole. Do you see how this is actually unfolding? And let's clear this up. Midnight definitely did not have conversations with Utanda. You want to know how Utanda got my number? When I did a live on Mother's Day, when she said she had a hat for me, I told her I would give her a call in reference to giving that girl my address. I never dialed Utanda. When Utanda ever called me, she called me. Midnight didn't dial her not, but that one time on Mother's Day to actually give her my address over the phone. Okay. Anytime Utana has reached out to me, it has been because she's given me some kind of update on what y'all was doing over there around that time where Midnight fell off with y'all over there. So Utana didn't even call me regularly at all. But she can't call me now. You see how long the girl been blocked? The girl been blocked for damn near, it's almost going on 8 to 9 months. She can't call me. She can't even reach me at all. But she was called because Midnight gave her my address. That's what. That's how that girl got my number. And as easy as I give my number to any of you motherfuckers on here, I can block y'all from calling me because I'm not one of the chicks that's going to change the number for nobody on this motherfucker. I got too many important people got my number, and I done had that number for many motherfucking decades. Ain't no motherfucking itch on Facebook gonna get me to changing my number because y'all so obsessive with calling a motherfucker that nobody wants y'all to call. It's falling just the way it needed to fall on y'all. Y'all folded on one another. Now, why y'all doing that shit now? This has been months ago in August when this shit took place. Nobody thought to care enough for Midnight, but you want me to think that you cared enough for me not to be involved in my job, and nobody spoke one word or gave me not one heads up besides that girl calling me. And she called me because, yeah, me and Tana was definitely cool around that time. I was cool with Tana when she told me she had the motherfucker hat. That's why she was telling me then on that live, oh, Mid, I had a hat that I did not know how I was going to get to you because we fell off. But I got something that I want to send you. I called her to give her my address. That was one conversation I had with Tana. The next time she was calling me about giving me a heads up about what y'all were working in the background. And she's still involved in that even too. It's just like I said yesterday, you got two parties that's very close with one another. Now, Peaches, granted, that's what you got to understand what you say on your lives. You say that these are your sisters. You call her twin, but at the end of the day, you call those women over there your sisters. And you do faithfully say regularly, proudly that you speak to them on the phone. I don't speak to nobody on this motherfucking Facebook like that, to that narrative. Not even the ones I had that was close to me when I had them in my life. They didn't even call me like that, like Glam. That girl had my number as well, just like I had hers. Do you think that me and her talked on a regular twice a week or once a week? No, we did not. Because just like my sister said, these Facebook connections that I make with you all on here on Facebook, if I wanted a person to really have my number, I'm not going to even see fit to talk to you every day, once a week. It may not even be once a month with me because I'm truly busy for real. So that girl had my number because one, Midnight called to give her my address when she wanted to send me that hat. Two, it's been months after that live was done in May. That call was done in May as well. Two, fast forward all the way down to motherfucking August. That's when she's hitting me up about giving me the ups on some shit. And then when she did hit me up, I was at work anyway in the motherfucking community. I couldn't even stay on the phone with Tana that long. So she spoke very fast. And initially, I felt like she called me. She was giving me the upper hand on some tea that I didn't hear about because she asked me if I heard about any tea. And I'm just like, no, because I'm working. I don't know what's going on. So she giving me the upper hand on some tea about what she heard on the Facebook streets about a motherfucker trying to look up my job. But at the same time, I almost thought that she gave me the call really in reference to trying to ask me about somebody I was close to. And like I said, I was in the community at work at this time. She was really trying to actually ask a favor because that's also what she asked me. Let's just keep that honest right now. And it's also lies to reference this here. When she called me, she ultimately was giving me the heads up about some tea because she asked me if I heard tea. I say no. I don't know what you're speaking on. I haven't heard none. I'm at work. I'm in the community. So she told me the tea. Oh, word. Okay, for real? Secondly, she said, I really was calling you to ask you a favor. So she was really calling me too to know about somebody that I was close to. But see, that wasn't going to be something that I'm going to give you because what I told her is, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's you and XYZ. That's not my problem. I can't do you no favors in that regard. So she really called me to ask me about somebody who I was affiliated with and close to because she thought that I could talk to that individual about what they had going on. But what Midnight told her then is, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We not even finna discuss XYZ because at that time, that was somebody I was calling a sus. You understand me? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, however the sus feel about you and how you feel, that's y'all shit. That ain't got shit to do with me. I had to get off the phone with that girl. I was at work. So she put me on. She called me. And like I said, I put that together. You called me for that favor, really. But then you had to also let me know or ask me if I knew about tea. You know what I'm saying? That was going on. Which I had no knowledge about a motherfucker going so deep trying to find me. But she put the motherfucking birdie in my ear. Okay? Okay, so I really didn't think shit of that because I'm just like, okay, the motherfuckers only went so far as leaking my address. Okay. And that's some shit I'm not worried about. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about that because I already know a motherfucker ain't gonna pull up. I'm not worried about that. But then months later down the line, oh, okay. I learned that some new shit. Them motherfuckers really actually looking for me. So this is what you gotta understand what I'm thinking when I found that out from my job. I'm thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers here leaked my address. If that wasn't good enough, they actually was searching for a motherfucker and found me. Found out where I worked and went so far as to doing that. Now I'm working in the background this whole time trying to figure out which one of you motherfuckers is the culprit for because I never really dismissed not the person who even carried me that notation. We talking about Tana. I'm talking about the one who told me that. And then I already knew other people because I had the lemons and we were beefing. They weren't dismissed neither. At the moment I was aware that somebody had reached out to my job, y'all were already questionable people to Midnight. Just let you know that. You were already definitely questionable. But what's baffling to me now is that I called out the right folks because y'all see now, Facebook world, pay attention. I called out the right people because I did my due diligence and homework. And look what these parties are doing. All you got to do is just look at what they're doing now. Look at their behaviors right now. They folding on one another. slowly but surely. But you know what? It's a little bit too late for y'all to fold, because see, y'all done already tried to come for midnight and do what y'all did. It's a little bit too late for y'all to try to slowly fold on one another, because nobody give a fuck about midnight that much to even enlighten me. Even the person who came and told me, you were kind of semi the snake too, because you were still involved. You were still one of the parties that also had conversations with Drusilla, because see, y'all two is an item. Tana and Drusilla, y'all both rap tight an item. Tana, you was the one who called me about Drusilla wanting to apologize. Did Midnight call you? That was her calling me once again. Tana, reaching Midnight. So Midnight, don't be on the phone with motherfuckers. Get your story right. If a motherfucker is calling me, they're reaching me. They're calling me. I never called that girl for not a damn thing, besides giving her my address. And that was on Mother's Day, where she said she had a hat for me because she was on my live. Y'all remember when I was at my brother's shop? Like, I can recall my motherfucking content. Do y'all? And can y'all? Like I said, it's a little bit too late for y'all to be doing what y'all doing, because first of all, I know nobody didn't give a fuck about midnight that much, because nobody even gave me the upper hand about a motherfucker referencing to my job. And the only person that gave me that upper hand, she wanted to throw the heat off of her. So she came and told me that mess, but she's still a part of that mess. See, I had to do my own homework for months to try to figure y'all motherfuckers out. And some of y'all I had blocked for a while, still figuring you out. Peaches, you were blocked for a minute too. I saw to unblock you. I'm talking about maybe a couple months or maybe 3 months now, where I just saw to unblock you because we let bygones be bygones. So I thought. But it seemed like y'all always had a way in the back of y'all mind of trying to figure out what y'all can do to destroy midnight in the motherfucking process. That's what it seemed to me. Now let me get some of y'all comments. Now, come one, come all. You got something to say to midnight? Come in here right now if you hear, because I can easily drop my link. Come one, come all. But what can you really say to me? Because see, I have already took things in my own hands, as I said I was going to do when I found out which one of you motherfuckers was responsible, or if it was a group of you motherfuckers. Do y'all also remember me referencing to if it's one individual or if it's a group thing? And to be honest, I always felt like it was a group thing, and it was a group thing. So come one, come all. You got something to say to me? It's a little bit too late for her, because midnight done already took the next step, because I'm definitely going to get y'all for defamation. I'm definitely getting you for mental anguish. I'm definitely getting you off principle. I'm definitely getting you offline. This is so much shit that was on the line y'all were playing with. Do y'all not realize that y'all playing with my credentials? When y'all went so far as to doing that shit and lied about it, y'all were playing with my credentials, something that I worked hard for. My credentials is what takes care of my family and myself. But to go so far as lying, because you really jealous of midnight, or you feel some kind of way about midnight, and you go to line and sending anonymous emails and dropping links on a public platform of somebody's address. I'm talking about just doing the ultimate most. Y'all really try to really destroy me because y'all want to see me down. This is what y'all wanted to see me down, because y'all can't take seeing me up. Y'all can't take seeing me in success. Y'all can't take seeing me up. Y'all don't know me, but you really still don't like me as a person of who I am, or you pretending to try to like me to get close to me, to try to make it seem like that's going to be a throw off type of thing. I don't need that kind of fake shit around me. I don't want that kind of fake ass behavior around me neither. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm saying good morning. It's still 11 o'clock here. Good morning, Miss May. She says, hello, midnight, and everyone. Have a blessed day. Same to you, honey. How you doing, Miss Pamela? She says, hello, everybody on the live. Miss Janet, how you doing? Good morning, Miss Brenda. She said, good morning, Miss Midnight, and everybody. Thank y'all for the share. How you doing, Miss Royal D? Good morning, honey. Good morning, Miss Donna. Thank y'all for the avatars. Listen, Midnight would have never thought, and it's a lot of y'all that I had dilemmas with on here that I really wasn't feeling y'all because y'all have already went over beyond saying some of the hideous shit. Y'all have already went over and beyond saying some of the hideous shit you can say to a motherfucker. But Midnight didn't see fit to go over and beyond looking you motherfuckers. I don't care. Again, Midnight know how to handle her target on the book. Okay? Midnight know how to speak her motherfucking piece on here, and that's all I need to do. And just like me and my sister said yesterday, when we do what we do on this Facebook, and if I have to express myself on a motherfucker on this Facebook, that's all it's gonna be left right here. I'm not gonna take nothing that you itches may do on here and make a problem and take that into my society or my social life. I'm not gonna do that. See, what I address here, it stays right here on Facebook. It don't go with me traveling in my marriage. It doesn't travel with me in my home. It doesn't travel with me when I go out there socializing with other people. That's you motherfucking people on Facebook. And that's all it is. Good morning, Miss Wanda. Midnight don't got time for that. But you best to believe Midnight was dead serious about finding out which one of you motherfuckers had something to do with that. Contacting my job. You best to believe that Midnight, once she knew who it was, if it was either singular or plural, you best to believe that I was going to take care of those people involved, rightfully the way that y'all need to be taken care of. And now it's just really funny to me that I'm watching and getting clips of people because, see, Asha Key blocked me too. I'm blocked. I see she done blocked you and a few others. That is definitely a sign of fucking guilt to me. See how I called you a snake and I called your hissing ass out because you a party and you a participant, and now you finna tuck your hands and hide your tail and run because you knew you were a part of that, and this bitch was over here in my face trying to befriend me, and you had all of this shit behind your motherfucking hands when you knew you were a participant that did that shit. And the fact that motherfuckers will act like you never heard it before when I spoke about it, it's killing me. That's the definition of a snake. That's the definition of a motherfucking fake-ish. You was behind it the whole time. See, I called it right. I know I did. Because I did too much motherfucking homework. I did too much motherfucking homework, and I got too much motherfucking valid evidence that's going to tell me that it's not these people. That's how I'm able to call y'all out. Notice. Let me bring y'all back. Notice. Y'all remember I just did my live. I want to say that was yesterday morning. So that was Tuesday morning, but it was also Monday night. Remember, I went in Monday night. So Monday night when I came on live before I went to work, y'all notice how I did not use names, but I just told y'all that I found out what I need to know, correct? I'm sure a lot of y'all saw that live too. Monday night. So it's Monday night. I go on live and let you guys know that I know what I need to know. Then Tuesday morning, I got on live and used names because I'm just going to let you know that I know it's you, and I'm going to let you know what I know. And this is stuff that y'all can't argue, but see, it's too late to try to prove your point to Midnight because, see, the dirt was done already. I'm letting somebody else handle it now because I'm definitely going for charges at this point. And I am, rightfully so, able to go for charges, as I was told. I got several different charges that I can be placing on y'all. So many of them. Defamation is definitely one that I'm going for. Mental anguish is another, because when you mess with somebody's livelihood, like I said, principality what's matter to me. My livelihood and my credentials take care of me. My credentials, my livelihood and what I do for a living, my license with the state, being that I am a human health and human service worker, and I am a nurse as well, that takes care of me and my family. The fact that somebody was so big time mad because you can't really take the heat with actually dealing with Midnight one-on-one on a Facebook when you got so much motherfucking shit to say about Midnight in somebody else's room or either on your own platform. You can't take when Midnight clap back at motherfuckers like she's supposed to rightfully do. You can't take my clap back. See, they be a little bit harder, a little bit stronger. So you can't take me in that manner. So you want to take me down in lies. So you think you want to take me down in lies. So you thought, but that didn't work. It worked for y'all for a few months. You were in the clear and you were anonymous. You were anonymous. But when I had in my head that I was going to find out which one of you motherfuckers did this, because y'all could have had my job, although my job know who I am. Although my job knows who I am as a person, this is why that didn't get me termed neither. And this is what the trolls were. This is why I said those trolls who are coming over here in my lives, putting shit up in my comment sections like fire, 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 or you've been reprimanded. Those are the bitches that's responsible for doing that shit. Because y'all will come over here and put that shit in my comment section regularly, like y'all really got a motherfucker fire, to the point where I had to actually come up here and show y'all that, nah, these motherfuckers didn't get me fired. I got offered other opportunities, so I resigned my position. That's what happened. But you never got me reprimanded. You never got me fired. So I felt like I had to even show y'all that when I got the other opportunity or learned that I got that position, I resigned my position by putting in a notice and left that job. Even went so far as to come and showing that. But the trolls really think that they had that much strength that they got me fired behind some bullshit that they did. And they would actually come over here and put that kind of shit, even though I really didn't read it. It was being dismissed, because one thing men I know how to do well, and do well, I say, is when them motherfucking trolls come up here putting shit in my comment section and removing them, I don't acknowledge them. I don't really read they shit out. I look at that shit and keep proceeding. But this is the kind of shit that I caught on a screenshot that they would put up, that I've been reprimanded, I've been fired. They truly believed that that was strong enough they had to pull to get me out of there. Oops, no, you did not. Hi, Midnight at Joy and Gifting Hands. Told you those twins will fold. They will blame others until they can't no more. Then they will actually fall apart. Midnight, it's others that's also playing in your face as well. Tana is dumb. Drew started doing dirt, got scared and ran. The evil twins and others is envying you. I like the way your little sis Chrissy tells it. Well, you know what? I'm not worried about who a snake is. Charmed. Snakes has to be revealed over time. I found a lot of people to be snakish. And snakes are going to reveal their head over time. So those people are not going to be able to get away with their snakish behaviors with Midnight too much, because I'm too much of an observer, honey. So that's something that I don't worry about. Whoever may be a snake outside of the ones that's around me, I'm going to find you out. I'm too much of an observer, always been that way. Oh, I pick up very well, and I pick up sarcasm very well. You want to know why? Because I'm kind of a sarcastic person, my own motherfucking self. So I can read sarcasm coming from somebody. I can read body language. I can read facial expressions. I can read how you write me. Okay. We don't even have to be on the phone. You can send me a message and I know your tone is off. You can send me something in writing and I'm going to know your tone is off. I observe that kind of shit and I'm great at doing it. So these people who portraying or pretending in Midnight's face ain't gonna get away with that too long at all, Miss Charm. Not at all. I'm doing fine, Miss Donna. How are you? Thank you for the avatars. What's going on, Chi Chi? She says, good afternoon, Midnight at Joanne's Gifting Hands and everyone. I'm on a break, but I'm coming back to watch later. Y'all have a blessed and great day. You have a blessed and great day too, honey. Work smart and not hard, okay? Yes, ma'am. Okay. How you doing, Miss Big Pain? Miss V Love? Miss Alicia? How you doing, honey? Midnight, there's still some dirt hiding under the carpet. They think they're smarter than smart. Keep applying that pressure, Midnight, and keep your bug spray close by. You will get them eventually. I already got them. And like I said, the rest of them that's playing with snake behavior and pretending tendencies, they're going to be revealed too, because they always reveal themselves first. When those kind of people think they pulling wolves over other people's heads, see, you must not be such a cold observer, because to be one just like I am, that's a gift, honey. Do you not know that or not? That's a gift. I've always been a great listener. I've always been a great observer. That's not gonna stop. How y'all think I was able to find out what I need to find, honey? And it does take time. I like to make a motherfucker believe they pulling the wool over my head too, because I play along with your motherfucking game. Okay? That's another way of getting motherfuckers to crack, snap, crackle, and pop. That's another way you get motherfuckers to snap, crackle, and pop. See, you think you playing with me and pretending with me whole time. I'm playing you at your own motherfucking game. I'm playing you at your own game. And you're gonna snap, crackle, and pop. And it's just I'm seeing it, witnessing this shit all over Facebook right now. I'm just really laughing at these motherfuckers. Like, look at them coming out now. Look at all of these motherfuckers got a part to play now or a statement to make now. Where was all of this shit when the motherfucker came out and said that my job was being contacted? Nobody had this much motherfucking information to display on this motherfucking book till now, because they know that they going down for the shit they did. Simply, you know, you going down for the shit you did and the part you played because you lied. You lied. You were playing and lying in Midnight's face this whole time. Yeah, it's a shaking my head moment. Keep on doing you, Midnight. I will, Miss Alicia. Yes, and it's one thing to cuss. It's one thing to cuss. It's another, but to go so far as to try to but go so far as to try to, you are my bread and butter, or jeopardize my bread and butter. That's foul. You can't come back from that at all. Exactly, Miss Carly. You just can't. How you doing, Miss Lauren? Good morning. And so everybody's singing like motherfucking canaries, like I said that they would. I already predicted this shit months before I actually could put names on it. You understand me? Before I actually put names on motherfuckers, and I was just peeping the scenery and peeping the scene, putting my puzzle pieces together. I knew that motherfuckers was gonna come singing like canaries. Now you got a group of motherfucking canaries just they got all the shit to say. They singing like a motherfucker. I'm talking choir singing. It's too late for that. The dirt has been done. So a motherfucker can't sit up here and make it seem like you gave a fuck about Midnight. Because nobody gave me the heads up. And then the snake gave me a heads up because she wanted me to think that she went into it because she was giving me a heads up. That's the way of throwing yourself off. But oops, that didn't even work. See, that's what snakes think, though. Let me go ahead try to beat these people to the punch of reaching her, so I can say at least, well, I reached you and I told you about something like this, and I'm the one that told you about it. So how can I be the one doing it when I told you about it? Because that's just the way that motherfucking snakes operate. Because that's the way a snake person will move. They like to see, let me beat her to the punch or telling her like I'm concerned, but still you a component to the motherfucking party at the same token in time. Look, she says, good morning, my boo. How you doing, Miss Carla? Yeah, and they love to come over here spreading mad love, but that's another thing that Midnight don't let bother her too either. And I know that the trolls that's coming over here showing me that much mad love are trolls that was in disguise behind doing that bullshit. They were over here because they thought that they were playing with Midnight in her face. So to them, Midnight really don't have a clue of what's going on. This is how they're thinking, though. They feel like Midnight don't have a clue about what's going on. So I'm going to just continue to play in her face. So that was them coming up over here with all them different names. The person that came over there on my live just yesterday in the name Joanne, that person was actually talking to Ash. Okay. Like I said, that kind of shit don't get dismissed. That person was over in my motherfucking live just yesterday when I got off Tuesday morning. A motherfucker came under the name of my mother's name, Joanne. Talking to Ash, telling her shit like this. Ash, just don't say nothing. We gonna get Midnight. That kind of shit. Who was that? That's somebody that know Ash. That's fuck with Ash talking like that. And then all of a sudden, then that's when Peaches come in here on her motherfucking platform. Peaches and Cream, and I'm telling everything. So you motherfuckers still got motherfucking fake ass pages with my motherfucking family members on the stash in y'all phones or whatever y'all fucking doing with y'all bogus emails. I'm almost sure that all of them that was involved in that bullshit responsible for a lot of those fake pages coming through my page. I'm not saying all, but y'all damn sure got most of them. Yes, you do, because the way y'all used to talk used to give your ass away. You really thought that you got me reprimanded. You really thought that you got me fired. You really thought you had to pull. Went so far as to even knowing who to contact. This is what I'm saying. Y'all even knew who to contact at the job. So y'all were doing y'all due diligence well. And then did y'all not listen to me yesterday, Monday night and Tuesday morning when I told y'all that motherfuckers is still trying to even feel like they finna get some kind of dirt off Midnight from a previous job? Like they would never give you no information about me. Like what's the fuck's wrong with y'all in y'all head? They would never give y'all no damn information about me. Yeah, I'm gonna handle that. It's already being handled. So singing like canaries now, baby, it's a little bit too late. Like that song, a little bit too late. What's that girl who sing that? It's just a little too late. It's a little too late, honey. You already did what the fuck y'all did. Midnight, I am glad that you are not letting this go unnoticed. Make them pay for your suffering. I am, because them motherfucking itches could have had my license line like that. It's just that I know that my people who I worked for, they know me. I'm glad that I was not working at a place of employment when they did some bullshit like that will look at you to be personally biased. You know, they treat people unfair. They have some kind of dilemma on you because based off what you look like, or maybe they don't like the fact that you get praised all the time because you do great things and good work and people praise you. You know, it depends on who you work for, because some employers would have took shit like that of what they did, and that could have been somebody's job. That could have been their license. That could have been all of the shit that they worked hard for. But see, I'm glad that I work for me motherfucking people that actually know me in my character. This is why that was not going to hold or stand. Those people know my character. Those people up there even knew that shit was fake, because you know they're going to respond a thank you. And as y'all know, that was fake because I sent that email fake. I sent that email message with my email, and it came right back. It came right back. So I know that my job, once they got that email, you know, they're going to respond, thank you. I'm sure that they knew that that was fake because it bounced right back. Like I said, what my job told me when we talked about that wasn't even the case. They didn't even, because they knew Sheila didn't violate no HIPAA laws. As I told y'all before, when my job had a conference with me on that, what they said is, Sheila, we know that you vlog, because like I told y'all, they know I vlog, right? They said, Sheila, we know that you vlog, but we just gonna ask you, just don't do no vlogs while you're working, because it's a safety issue. First, they said we don't want you to have to drive and pay attention to your phone while you're driving, because that's a safety issue. But you know, just don't do it because, and it's also company time. This is what they told me. What they had in that email, my job had already looked and reviewed that live that they also attached to the email. They just told me, first, it's a safety issue. We'll be concerned about you. So don't vlog, you know, because you're driving. You need to pay attention to the street, but just don't vlog. We're not saying that you can't vlog because they know that I vlog, but just don't vlog while you're driving. So while you're working. That's all they told me. The motherfuckers know that was fake. Okay? I'm sure they responded to the fake email and they got the same response I got. They definitely need some jail time for this. Okay? Karma is real and it's unfolding on them. Truth be told. Sad, too old to act like juveniles. Yes, they are. Yes, they will. How you doing, Miss NASA? Shared. Good, I'm working. Work smart, not hard, Miss Big Pain. Yeah. I'm doing fine. How are you, Miss Juanita James? So it's just like, listen, make it clear. All of this talking y'all doing is unnecessary now because you just got popped as to who you are and whom's the components involved. Now y'all talking against one another, thinking that y'all finna make me feel like you still ain't had no parts in what was done. That's not gonna work. But see, to actually run in a manner that some of them are running, you are definitely telling the truth and showing your true colors as to the major part you played. Because she's a definite liar. That lady didn't have no tea then. I believe somebody else had hit me up about that video, and I told them, like, what receipts did she show? I mean, you telling me about what's going on with this lady saying, but what she's saying ain't credible because she didn't show not one receipt. She did not go on there and show not one receipt. And you know why she didn't show the receipt? Because it was going to show her part. It was going to show her true colors. That's exactly why you couldn't turn the live on your phone. That's exactly why you couldn't show them a convo. This is exactly why you could not show the world that she was the initiator, because you was just as part of the initiator too. This is why you had no tea. Talking with no facts, and that's tea. Talking with no facts, and that's receipts. No, see, y'all think different on this motherfucker. You're going to have something to support what the fuck you're saying. That's hearsay. That's not receipt. How is those actually receipts when you coming up on here talking about, oh, I'm finna spill the tea, but you ain't got no support or no receipts to show what you're talking about? That's nothing. What are you truly showing? See, when midnight come, I come with facts. I come with proof. I come with receipts. I'm going to come with something to support what I'm saying. So the way that a lot of y'all talk, we do not talk the same vocabulary or language. I don't understand that kind of language because we're not the same. See, when y'all talk, y'all go from word to mouth. Y'all don't go from word to mouth with no supports or no receipts to support what y'all just heard or what y'all said. Midnight is going to listen to what somebody tell me, but I'm going to do my own due diligence and homework with it. And then I'm going to have a receipt at the same fucking time. We not the same. We don't even work the same, clearly. Exactly. That's exactly how I play the game on them because their game is weak. I mean, come on. Okay. Thank you for the avatars. I love watching you. You are really real. I am a really real person, and that's another characteristic about me that most cannot take, and I understand that. I truly do understand that a lot of y'all don't recognize real individuals and real people. And when you actually see somebody that's real and people actually gravitate to real individuals, that actually makes y'all more madder because, see, y'all know that y'all really fake. The way that you move is fake. The way that you talk is fake. You befriend people that you really truly do not like. That's fake behavior. I'm talking about a lot of people just cannot get me. You know what I'm saying? And that's very understandable because I'm just a little bit too real for some people. They don't know real because they never been around real people. They never been around real females. They never had a motherfucker to do those kind of things for them. I can simply still have a problem with motherfuckers on here and still know how to put you in your place, but still I'm giving your ass some jewels at the same token in time. I did that with everybody who I've ever had to ever express myself on. Because, see, I don't hate you enough to where I still can't give you a word of advice. I don't hate you that much to where I still cannot give you some kind of suggestion or encouragement of what you probably should be doing versus what you are doing. I don't hate you that much. Okay? So I understand that everybody do not recognize real individuals. And that's quite all right, because I'm just going to, I got to be who I am. I got to continue to be who I am. They're going to be singing in the jail cell. They definitely going to get hit with them charges for real. That's for real. Because men are not playing about that. I said, you think that I did all of this good homework only for me to do all this good homework and put my case together only for me to let that shit go by the wayside? No. See, I let that shit with fake pages. That's going to come out even. I wasn't even worried about that really because that's going to even come out. That's going to have your IPs on there. I'm not even worried about that. See, I let these trolls come over here. I just clink them and keep proceeding. That's all I do is clink, which I'm screenshotting your ass and keep on pressing because you're going to even be identified. And I can almost guarantee you that those people involved in this, they were trolls indeed. They definitely were trolls working under troll pages, coming over here in Midnight's motherfucking platform in her live, in her comment section, putting that weak ass shit into my comment section, removing it. They definitely worked like trolls as well. Keep doing you, will do. They definitely tried that with my cosmetic business, shaking my head, and got the nerve to keep saying they wait on me to take them to court for all of what they done, and their wish is my command because I have so much to deal with them. And oh, now I'm done playing games with these people, and it would not be in any of my brand's names or LLC, but I'm now tell my cousin who's a judge in Chicago for over 20 years, something ears, I'm ready now. Okay. Sorry you have to go through this, honey. God is good. How you doing, Miss Katina? I also hope you find out the state worker that helped them. Well, you know what? Eventually, that's something Ash gonna be telling. I hope her friend watch her. I wish I knew who she was so I could actually show her. You know what I'm saying? I hope I hope that her friend is somebody that also is one that be out here, watching people, because she not gonna say that on her platform. She gonna be very careful with that piece right there because she don't want that friend to know that she also placed her in some bullshit. She don't want her friend, because she never used the name. So I don't know how many motherfuckers that lady may know that work in medical care or health care. Because somebody, whoever this was, they worked in the medical field. Whoever she was using, I don't know, because she worked in the medical field. She says she's an LPN. So I hope that these people watch other folks though, so that they can learn that she implemented you in some bullshit that's gonna have your license and jail time. Once, if I knew a name to that motherfucking person, I definitely will pursue him, because that's who she used to look me up. But that's who she used. But they all knew that though. That's Ash friend. But I'm sure that Ash displayed to all of the motherfuckers that she did that, because they all knew the play. Hey, Midnight, I'm so glad that you got a resolution to this bullshit. That person that works for the state, that proves Ash the info about you. That proves that Ash gave the info about you. You need to take their ass down too. I don't know who that person is though. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely have that person's license and all of that. Because that person went against HIPAA laws doing that bullshit. Because you can't go, listen, these people come up here saying shit that sounds stupid. What motherfucking Google? Listen, when you Google people, the most you're gonna get on Google is a person's name, possible relatives, maybe an address, but they don't display shit like place of work. That's a more extensive search, honey. You have to do a more extensive type of search when you're doing that. Google is not showing you shit like that on nobody. Okay? Google is not going to show you where somebody work at. Sometimes they don't even show you where a motherfucker live at. They'll show you possible relatives, because you'll see all of the people that you've ever had photos with. You'll see these people in their names. This is how these motherfucking, well, I already know how they knew my auntie name. That's a given. Like I said, I did a lot of content with my auntie, because when they sent that email, they had my auntie, my deceased auntie, Darlene, and naming that. Darlene. And Jameson, y'all know who Darlene Jameson is, because I did content up here to show y'all who Darlene Jameson was to me. My auntie is deceased as well. So when I go see my mother at her resting place, I go see TT too, and everybody else that's there. This is how motherfuckers knew that was my auntie, and how they knew her name. Because I will post shit like that up. Like, just in case, Mother's Day. My auntie is a mother. Okay? If I went to go see my mother on Mother's Day at Graceland, I'm going to see all of my aunties that I got there. So that wasn't rocket scientist for somebody to really figure out who my auntie was. This is what I'm saying. For people to say, oh, I don't know who your auntie is, or I don't know that. You don't know her personally, but you have seen me post up about her on my page. Just like I rightfully post up about my mom when I go visit her. You know what I'm saying? Anything. It be stuff like that. Be right back. Okay. Thank you for the share. Thank y'all for the avatars. Like, you coming up here sounding crazy. Trust and believe I do. It be that kind of stuff for me, and now everybody really folding. That's what's really trickling to me. But that only shows that I was right about you all. I did the homework correctly about you all. That's what I do know, and that's I put that on God, on JC. I knew y'all were the parts. Okay, I was able to say your name because I had too much and I had enough. I had enough to even put a name on it. And once I knew the names, I just simply did what I needed to do. It's outside of my hands now, okay? The only thing that y'all can really actually tell me is how y'all played y'all positions, like I said. But as far as to try to tell me you apologizing for some shit like that that you already done, or oh, I didn't mean to do that and I didn't do this and I didn't do that, I don't need to know none of that. It's already been done. What y'all need to be talking about is telling people how y'all put people in positions and what position you play. That's about it. And even if you don't do that, it don't matter because I'm still going to pursue you. That person jeopardizes her career. Yeah, she did. Definitely doing something like that. She better be glad I don't know her name. She better be glad I don't know her name. And then knowing Ash ass folding the way she folding, I wouldn't be surprised if that broad get in my inbox with the person name. But you better not do that because she gonna definitely go after you and your license as well. I can really go after Ash license. I can really, because I know enough about her. Okay, I could really go after that lady license for what she did. You are LPN, so doing what you did, your ethics, your work of ethics was off key. Being in the medical field, off the clock, asking somebody else to look up somebody else that works in the field that you work in. Her license can be at risk too, and then going to court, you better hope that your job gonna get whiff of this, honey, when you get started with them papers. I'm definitely gonna make sure that I let them know, like, listen, that lady, I'm gonna make sure I put that, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be something that I put down. I'm gonna make sure that I put that when I go send this stuff in here. That's another piece that I forgot that she even implemented somebody else. See, when I go reference to my material, that brings a light bulb on. This is why I do that, you all. Sometimes you have to reference back to your content. Sometimes you have to use this shit for a reference. Because I honestly forgot that she did say that she had somebody that was gonna actually look me up. I knew that Ash was looking to look me up, but to have somebody else do it, I'm putting that. That's why I got the clips though. It's gonna show that these clips right here. This is why I broke it down like that. Yeah, and she gonna be forced to have to give the name of that person up because that person gonna get notified too. You implemented a friend of yours not even knowing what you was doing, being malicious, being very malicious, not knowing that you were implementing somebody else and y'all actually did that bullshit. You just put your own license at risk because shit, when you go into court for something like this, you work in medical, they're gonna look at you funny. They're gonna definitely look at you funny. Then the fact that you are on here, and I got Drusilla on here saying that, Tana was on here saying that. Some of y'all was even coming in my live yesterday saying that that lady Ash said that she had somebody else to look me up. Y'all should have caught that shit on tape and sent that shit to me when she did a live. I don't know when she may have done that, but there was even people on my live yesterday stating that, like, that lady said that somebody else looked up your information, but it's still somebody you know. It's still somebody you asked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she even implemented people that they didn't really want to be implemented, and she better be worried about her LPN license. I'm just saying. Be worried about your LPN license with the way that you moved. Mm-mm. New followers may not be aware of it, but these people who've been around for a while, there's most definitely are some, or these people who've been around for a while, they're most definitely are aware of it. Just a shame. Yep. Most definitely. And she has said many times that she Googled people on her live. Oh, you talking about Peaches? Right. See, I'm just saying, listen, it be sometimes the things y'all come on here and say that y'all really don't realize that y'all be saying. I think that that's really be doing it for y'all. That does y'all in over time. I really don't, honestly, think that they actually realize what they be saying first off. And I know that they don't watch their own content to review what they say, because a lot of it is very contrary. I'm going after every last on that call. I'm going after every last on that has called me a fake boss and defamation on my brand and character. That's definitely against HIPAA laws. Yeah. And you a LPN? Come on now. And then you implementing probably a LPN friend of yours? Or maybe this person is a nurse or whatever the fuck they do. They still in the medical field. They have show poor ethical skills doing shit like that. That shows poor ethical skills. For real. Her license is definitely at risk. Yeah. Once you get hit with them papers, your job gonna know that you done looking somebody up, and then I'm sending these videos in. I'm sending them in. You know what I'm saying? I was just breaking up a few more videos this morning because I got a lot. Like I said, when I got a lot of shit sent to me, I keep shit sent to me from even years ago. I'm talking about when I went into my messenger though. After I even looked on my own page as to seeing how long my page was being trolled, right? I figured out that it was 21. I knew it was either the top of 22 or the end of 21. So it started in 21. But I even went into my own messengers and started looking at some of the shit that's been sent to me from those years that match it. And I just say, look at all this garbage and bullshit right here. These the same people. These are the same people that are pretending, because you know how you let bygones be bygones and drop shit. Truth be told, a lot of these people ain't dropping shit. They still have some type of ill feel towards Midnight, low key. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really letting shit be bygones and bygones be bygones. You still feel some type of motherfucking way. It be that fake shit for me, and I can't do that kind of fake shit with motherfucking people. That part they always tell on themselves every single time. It's easier. It's going to be a lot of folks. It's going to be a lot of folks that try to close their accounts now. Well, listen, it's too late for that even. Because even if you close your account, what you did prior don't be erased, okay? That's stuff that can still be retraced and redeemed. It still can be obtained. And mine's already obtained because I'm going to get my results. So I'm going to get my results soon. So whether they even think of deactivating their accounts now, there's nothing that you can do now, because see, when I started my case in 24 of July, that shit was going on right then and there. I'm about to get the report back. I'm about to get my report back from that. I started a Jane Doe case. That's what I started in July. The results from the show, and I guarantee you, just like I said, the same people that's involved in this going to be on that paper. I know that for a fact. The same people that I'm seeing right now to be snakes, they're going to be on that paper with their IPs on there. That's going to show. It's going to show. And see, I was looking to actually file civil suits of harassment towards a lot of y'all there. But now I'm going to hit you right here with the criminal suits, because y'all definitely broke some criminal laws with what y'all did with crossing the line, touching my job. I'm going to hit you right there. And it's going to hit you where it hurt right there. I work in the medical field, and I would never look up somebody because they are able to see everyone we search. Exactly. What database did you use? What software did you do it? Did you do it on the job? Did you and that person, do y'all work together? Did y'all do it on the job? What site did y'all use? Hopefully you weren't using your employer's equipment to look up a motherfucker, because I can't even do that. I work in a hospital. Let's just say, for instance, somebody that I know is in my hospital staying there, and I want to know what room they in. Do you know if I actually look them up and I'm not working on that unit and I'm not working with them, that's violating HIPAA laws, even me working in that hospital? Because see, I'm not working on that unit. Therefore, why am I searching up a patient that I do not care for at the shift time that I'm caring for them? That's a HIPAA law. You can't do that for nobody. You can't, your family member can't say, oh, listen, such and such work at your, or it's in your hospital, such and such is there as a patient. Can you tell me which floor and what room they on? If they did that, they broken the law. They can't do that. If you want to know somebody in the hospital, go to the information desk and ask them if they there. You can't ask somebody that worked there who has access to the software where they can look up people and see if this person is in the hospital, and they'll tell you they room diagnosis and all of that shit. You can't do shit like that, even being an employee at a motherfucking hospital. You can't do it. That's against the law. That's HIPAA law. Because if you want to know something about a motherfucker, you have to call. Okay? You can't just go looking up some motherfucking body for somebody to cross you one time. Don't ever give them a second chance. Oh no, they know not. They ain't gonna never get a second chance to do it. They ain't gonna never get a second chance to do it. Miss Dallas. Yeah, Miss Dallas. No, exactly. It's already stamped on that date and going in doing shit. Okay. Exactly. I started mine in 23. It doesn't matter if the accounts are closed. They still can trace IP addresses. You can delete and you can throw the computer away. It's still going to go back to that address. So sorry. Yes, it is. You can try to delete all of this shit, and you can clean your browser. You can do all that shit. You can deactivate pages, all that shit that you ever done is still going to show up. So even if they do that, okay, that's them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, be my guest. If you want to erase and delete some shit just to keep you thinking you keeping yourself clean, it's still gonna show what you have done. It definitely is. How you doing, Miss Latuska? She says hello, midnight, and everybody on the live. How you doing, honey? Yeah, that's HIPAA law. Like I can't even do that, and I have access to the hospital and any floor in the hospital that I work in. I can't do that. Okay. I can't do that even if that was, let's just say if that was my husband, right? And he was a patient in the hospital and some of his family wanted to know where he was. We will be able to tell you that personally over the phone. But if it was somebody else that needed to know anything of wanting to know what room a person is in the hospital, where the room at, or if they're a patient there, you gotta call. You can't ask a motherfucker to work there to do some shit like that and look it up. Because if they did do that, that's their job. They getting fired. You can't do shit like that even as an employee. Okay, I'm talking about even as an employee of that hospital, you still cannot do that. That's right. Nobody can do it. Exactly. Exactly. That's a HIPAA law. That exactly, the HIPAA law is for a reason. Exactly. If a friend or family member asks me to look up their bill, I cannot if I'm not working on that person's file. Exactly. Right, like coding and stuff like that, medical coding. If you're not potentially working with that person and you're not taking care of them, you have no reason to be in their charts. That's just the end of that story. You have no reason to be looking at somebody else's chart that you are not taking care of. Okay? You cannot do it. I don't give a fuck if you are an employee. You just can't do it. If a family member don't want you to know anything, it's their right. HIPAA law. Exactly. And that's another reason why they put it in place, Miss Carla, because some people will tell those hospital staff, I do not want XYZ knowing any information about me. I don't want nobody calling on me. Don't accept calls from XYZ. One of the hospitals I work in, you got to have a code. If the patient ain't give you their code, we can't give you shit. Okay? If you don't know the code, boo, we can't give you no motherfucking type information without a code. A patient code is what they give. That data is still available no matter what. It's going to always be available. Like they can't hide. This unit clerk looked up her ex-girlfriend who had just had a baby. The manager called her in the office and sent her home for 3 days. I told her to start looking for a job because they are going to give you your walking papers when you get back. She didn't believe me, but I was right. They fired her when she got back because she violated HIPAA laws looking up somebody else. Exactly. You see what I mean, Miss Brenda? Exactly. Like, girl, you better hope that them people don't go after your license, okay? Because if you could do it at one establishment, shit, they may report that shit to a state entity and say, hey, this person went against the law of giving an outsider information on another patient here with no consent. Because see, if this is your listen, I know better. I've been in the field too long. I know better. What was she thinking? We back in the days when we didn't have computers, things were not traceable fast at that time, right? Shaking my hand. Right. Shaking my head. Right. Now shit, technology is real modern. Okay, it has advanced a lot. Technology has advanced super a lot. It ain't like you said like back in the days. A lot of shit back in the days we were doing manual paperwork. Like you had to do a lot of shit manually by writing that shit out. Like all the charts was manually put together with that paper. You had to do a lot of filling out and writing things in those charts. Okay, when it came to not having so many computers. Now that a lot of medical facilities work with like a computer system, so all of your charts are now electronic now. You don't have to do manual paperwork or you don't have to organize all these files anymore because that shit is it's electronic now. Okay. A lot of shit is electronic. So a lot of them deal with electronics now. Chronos and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You doing a chrono, charting on chronos or whatever you're doing, that's still electronic. Whether you're doing it on a computer, it's electronic. You doing that on a laptop, that's electronic. How you doing, Miss Suddenly? My ex-husband's wife, who worked at a clinic, looked up my information. Busy nosy. She got fired. I know she did. Anybody who doing that getting fired. This is not a game going to mess around and lose your main source of income. Once you break those type of laws, you cannot get another job in that same field, right? And you better. That's what I'm saying, Miss Dallas. The state ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the state ain't no pump. It's no pump. Motherfuckers do not want you reporting. They don't. Nobody who works in medical, whether you be a CNA, a nurse, none of that. They don't listen. They don't want you to being reported to the state. You do not want to be reported to the state by nobody because the state is not no joke. I mean, they will lock your ass up if they found your ass guilty. They definitely snatching your license away. So that means you can't even work in medical field at all of no sort. And they even may say you can't even work with children if you're doing shit like that too. So what kind of job are you gonna get? You just went to school and wasted your whole motherfucking time off some goofy shit. Right. Yeah. Yeah, we use Epic. Yeah. Epic is the software I use. At one of my hospitals, we use Epic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we use Epic. Hey hun. Oh, y'all speaking. So yeah, let's make that clear. That it's too much of y'all doing too much talking now. And I find that to be so awkwardly funny that y'all doing all this talking now when y'all had all this. Now everybody want to say all of the things that they were known about months ago. This is the whole point that I'm trying to make, that you still had no knowledge of it, because right now you're talking about the shit that y'all once talked or discussed in the past that had to do with midnight, and it had to do with midnight's job, and it had to do with looking midnight up. So all of y'all was in the known. And I don't give a damn about the girl hitting me up trying to give me a heads up, because that girl called me. I never will call her but one time. And I called her to give her my address when she was sending me a hat. Something that I don't, by the way, own. I said, oh, that girl's so damn flaky to me. I didn't even want nothing of what she sent me in my house. I was going to call myself coming up here putting flame to the hat, but that would have been against community standard. I just simply cut that motherfucker, shredded it up, and threw it away. I don't own that hat anymore. That's not even in my house. So you thought that you were sending me something, and then I went even back to that. Like, okay, you saved the hat. I even went back to that like this, y'all. Like, me and that girl had fell off because she had did something to a content creator on here that I just did not think was morally right? And I spoke about it, okay? This is what made me look at her some kind of way. I didn't like what she did to somebody else, how she was mimicking that girl. Because like I said, I deal with handicapped and disabled people in my family, and a lot of us do. So I didn't like that, right? I had something to say about that one right there, because you're not going to mess with that population of people. Okay, are you cool for real? Are you weak? You weak for real? Looking at that kind of population of folks to target. So listen, I spoke my piece on that. Okay, um, me and the girl fell off. I had a lot to say about her. Okay, a lot to say about her character. Didn't know her as a person, but her character of what I've seen her do on this bitch. It was so ethically wrong that I spoke on that. Okay, so I'm speaking for what's right at this point. And that's what I did. So me and her went through that, okay? I didn't care for it at that point in time. Time went by, okay? People start letting bygones be bygones because I said I really didn't know where I didn't like what you did. I had to let her know that listen, I spoke about that because I didn't know I didn't like what you did. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know you as an individual, but I don't like what you did. So she knew that she was wrong for that because she came on my platform and we talked about that, right? I remember doing the platform live about that where I had the girl up on there, you know what I'm saying? And I just really told her, like, listen, I don't like your character of what you done. You know, you got to know that that's morally wrong to go targeting people with disabilities. You know what I mean? I'm talking about intimidating her. And I can tell that watching that person, she was doing that shit too. It was bothering her. That really what made me pissed off. You know what I'm saying? It really pissed me off right there when I was looking at the creator. She would ask her to get off our page, and it seemed like you was just taunting her. Get the fuck off her page. So I felt like I'm finna say something about that and did. Okay. So time go by, like I said, I brought the motherfucking broad up on my platform and told her simply, like, listen, I didn't like what you done. You know what I'm saying? That shit was morally wrong. You know that shit was wrong. Okay. I thought I tried calling myself to get a chance to know the broad, not calling her a friend. She definitely was somebody who was an associate to me. You could never be somebody I was gonna classify to be a friend of nothing. Okay. You were somebody I was trying to let myself get to know. So then we ended up falling off again because she's so wish-washy that she ended up clicking up with that other side when I didn't see eye to eye with them either. So we fell off once again. Okay. Mother's Day come around. Um, we fell off once again. I said my piece about that. You know what I'm saying? So here we are again. We thinking we letting bygones be bygones. So Mother's Day, this is what she said to me. She said to me she had a hat, right, that she got from a Disney resort. I don't know if she went to Universal or where she went, but she bought this hat because everybody knows I'm a Mickey and Minnie fan, right? I mean, clearly, if you see my house or you see parts of my house, I have them in my house. So, okay, I have a Mickey Mouse kitchen, full kitchen of Mickey Mouse. I have a full Mickey Mouse bathroom. Okay, so this girl said to me on Mother's Day, oh, I had a hat that I bought from Woo Woo Woo, and I wanted to give this to you, but we weren't on good terms, so I didn't know how I was gonna be able to get it to you. But I want to really send you the hat. Okay, it was a visor. She showed me. She sent that to my daughter. I was with my daughter in my car at my brother's shop. She sent that to my daughter's phone because I was live on my own phone. And I sent the visor and I said, oh, it's cute. So yeah, she sent that to me. I told her I was gonna give her a call. That's what I said on the live. I'm gonna give you a call once I get back home to give you my address. So that's what I did, basically. She sent me the hat. Okay, boom. I'm thinking like, okay, after she sent me the hat, then months go by, and here we go again with some more bullshit where you just trying to send me something to have my address. Because that's the question that I also ask myself when shit start coming back around again. Like, did you really press for saving a motherfucking hat that you claimed that you had for midnight? You couldn't give that motherfucker to nobody else. You didn't have nobody else to give that motherfucker hat to that would love Mickey Mouse. I don't know one motherfucker that wouldn't love a Mickey Mouse visor or a Mickey Mouse hat. So you just saved that motherfucker to actually give to me. Um, for so long, not knowing if we was gonna ever be cool, not knowing if you was gonna ever even have my address. Okay, so you couldn't give that shit to nobody. Nobody wouldn't be acceptive to that visor because it was a nice hat. So you mean to tell me you couldn't give that to not one kid? You couldn't possibly ask your daughter if she had somebody, a friend, to give it to. You holding on to some shit you want to give midnight. It made me say this. Like, I wonder, was that chick actually just holding on to portraying to give me some just so she can have a motherfucker's address to do some snake shit with? That's what I asked myself when the shit started going on again. That's when I really had to let that girl go and dismiss her for real. Like, you ain't gonna be able to come over here and ain't gonna be no more chances given to you. You have proven yourself to be a whole snake. It ain't gonna be no more chances given unto you. Cause now I feel like you had a motive. I feel like you could have given that gift to somebody else. I felt like you had somebody you could have given to, but you want to press so hard for sending it to me. What you want my address so hard for? Make me think like this. Oh, you wanted to actually give me that hat so you can have my address to do some foolery with, because that's ultimately what y'all ended up doing anyway. Y'all leaked my address. That was foolery right there. They can get fired because there's personal information in the computer, such as social security numbers, addresses, and numbers. I will never take a risk. Hell no. And you're right. She said I use Epic too as a PPL contractor with independent we're working with. They have assigned the agreement to the HIPAA law. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I started thinking like, damn, did this girl want to really send me a hat that bad to obtain my address only to do some fucked up shit with it? Clearly that's the motive, and it was right. Because I mean, y'all leaked my address on a public platform. I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else could see it, because you know the way these trolls work here. And there ain't no telling where else y'all put it. Y'all came in my comment section and put it there. So you wanted me to know you knew my address. Truth be told, that broad already knew. It was a couple of them that already had it. Like I said, Tana had it because she sent me a motherfucking hat. Peaches had it because you was also a merchant on here. You was selling merchandise. So, and I used to buy from you. I bought several shades from you. I brought several pairs of earrings from you. I bought a handbag from you. I used to buy all that shit from you. Okay? I bought bracelets, earrings, motherfucking shades, bags. I bought that kind of shit from you when you were on here selling your merchandise on this motherfucker. That's the only how you got my address. It's because I was doing business with you. Okay? Tana so-called want to have a heart to send a motherfucker some shit you done kept hold for years, not knowing if you was gonna even ever give a chance to send this shit to me. You couldn't give this shit to nobody else. So you just holding on in hopes that you can give it to me. That bad. Okay? Only to do some bullshit with the info. For real. Yeah, that's what y'all did. Mm-hmm. I remember that. It was I remember that it was so for her to bully that girl. Yeah, that was wrong. Uh-huh. Right, you would love one, and any kid would have, for that fact. So you can't tell me that you couldn't run across an unfortunate kid that would have loved that visor. Come on, man. You had motives anyway from that gate. That motherfucker was anybody would have been accepted to that motherfucker had it wasn't no ugly hat. Hell, I had to cut that motherfucker up. As bad as I didn't even want to cut up on Mickey Mouse face, I had to say, "Oh, let me cut this. I'm gonna shred this bitch right here." Mm-hmm. Cause honey, I ain't want for no Mickey Mouse shit that bad. Do you understand that I got so much tons of shit in my house? I'm talking about tons of it, from motherfucking clothing to mugs to motherfucking I got some white Air Forces. I'm finna go get air spray with Mickey Mouse. Man, I got Mickey Mouse stuffed animals, motherfucker. Bags, girl. Everything. I'm talking about anything, keychains and all. Anything that you can damn near bags and purses, anything you can damn near name. Motherfuckers that know me know I love Mickey and Minnie. So what you think they shower me with? Yo had one wanted that motherfucking bad. You could have gave that motherfucker to somebody else. But the fact that you held on to it to give it to me, it told me that you had motives, especially when the shit start unfolding. The fuck? Right, definitely. That's why I never ask anymore for their addresses or anything about them, or for anything, because it's none of my business and I'll never give any of my information. Not again. I work with patients' records by sending requests for consults and to add to patients' charts. If I come across a family or close friend, I won't even work their chart, right? Because they'll consider that conflict of interest. They'll say that would be a conflict of interest. They probably won't even let you. I mean, you won't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Conflict of interest is what they will look at that. Yeah, it's wild, right? It made me go back there to say this girl actually her held on to some bullshit that she really want Midnight to have. Really, when she got malicious intent, like girl, you could have gave that motherfucker shit to somebody else. For real. I cut it up. It's out of my house. I cut that motherfucker to shreds, and as bad as I hate to cut on anything that's Mickey or Minnie, I definitely cut that because I didn't want that in my home. You didn't have great intentions when you gave it to me. You didn't give it to me out of being generous. Okay? You didn't give me that shit out of being generous. You had motives behind it. You had bad malicious tendencies right behind that hat. So that hat couldn't be nothing that was gonna stay in my house. As soon as all of that shit started happening and I started already seeing who I wanted to look at, because I had already been looking at these people. This ain't nothing new, y'all. I had already been looking at these people upside their motherfucking head. I just don't say too much. And just because I don't speak it don't mean I ain't thinking it. That's what a lot of y'all need to realize. Just because I'm not speaking it does not mean I'm not thinking it. Okay. I don't have to come up on here and display my every beck and thought to you all. Okay. I can sit back and just analyze and observe you. That's all I need to do. I don't need to come up here and express everything that I got in my head or anything that I may have found out. I don't have to come up here and express that to you all. I know what I know though. How you doing, Miss Jennifer? I'm glad you got rid of it. I did. It ain't in my house. Hell to the no. I only wore that hat one time. Y'all only seen me in it once. Even when I wore it, I put it back in the plastic. You know what I'm saying? That it came in, I wore it one time. But baby, when I seen the kind of motherfucking tendencies that girl really had, you think I'm finna actually hold something that came from her household to mine? Oh no, I got that shit up out of here so quick because honey, I ain't missing out on shit. I got everything that I wanted, then some, okay? That little ass hat ain't that visor ain't finna be messed up in this motherfucker. I have to cut that bitch up and get rid of it. Cut it up so it's in pieces. It can't even be worn. A motherfucker can't even wear it. Okay, so if somebody ever thought that they were gonna go in the trash, you wouldn't even be able to wear that motherfucker. You have to actually piece that bitch together because that's how good I cut it. I didn't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's not here in my home, and I don't need it that bad, honey. Like I said, a lot of motherfuckers that really truly love Nene, Midnight, Sheila, they know what I like. You know what I'm saying? And they gives me exactly what the fuck I like all the time. That shit wasn't needed that bad. It just wasn't. So when I knew that that girl came with them kind of malicious activities, baby, a lot of that shit. I mean, some of that shit that I got, like my shades and things like that, I keep those things. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of other shit that I did. If I ain't buy, and it came from a person with malicious intent, that shit don't get saved. Shit, it don't get saved at all. It don't. I don't need it that motherfucking bad, sweetheart. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I really just truly do not. And I don't need for you to pretend to give me things to make me believe that you are a decent person because I already knew you weren't decent for what your character speaks. Your character shows that you're not decent. So I'm really giving you benefit of doubt, trying to even give you that benefit of the doubt to show me that you could be decent because your character spoke for you and said that you're not decent based off what you do. Your character said that you're not a decent individual. But see, I still will at least give benefit of doubt and allow a person to try to show me something different of what I've already witnessed or seen. I give you that kind of benefit of doubt. And then you repeatedly show me over and over and over and again that you still with the same characteristics. We don't have time for it. I dismiss you completely after that. You're dismissed. You're wiped. Therefore, if you ever have my number, you are blocked. Because again, you will never be able to call me. You definitely blocked on social media as well. I unblocked her actually because I unblocked them all because I wanted them to know. I wanted them to know. She even was one that was unblocked. I unblocked Tana. I unblocked a lot of them motherfuckers, Drusilla. I unblocked a lot of people, okay? Because I wanted these people to be in my room when I get to calling your name, okay? When I get to calling your name out, I want you to be in the known that I'm calling you out. So I had to unblock a few people. I unblocked a lot, so they can't even go on the block yet. I had to wait 48 hours. I just unblocked them yesterday, okay? I unblocked several people. I want your ass to know I'm calling you out, okay? This is why I unblocked you. Because I'm certain that you are one of them. And I want you to be right in my room when I get to calling your ass off and out, okay? And that's why I did that. I got off Tuesday morning, went in my car, turned my ignition on, said, let me go up in my block list, unblock these motherfucking people. I unblocked them. I got on my live, and it was all she wrote from there because I wanted you to see me calling you off. Okay. I want you to have the ability and access to get in my room. All right. I unblocked you. Okay. And I unblocked you for that reason. All right. Because I want you to see me calling and hear me calling you out. I want you to know that I know you are a snake. I want you to know that I know what I know now. I want you to know that y'all no longer thinking that y'all pulling no wool over me. And I want you to know that I'm finna go do the next move on you. Now, cause I know for certain. Okay. That's why they got unblocked. Okay. That's why so many. And then since I was unblocking those evil twitches and witches, I just felt let me unblock some more people. I'm gonna unblock some more people that I seen. That's the first thing I did. And oh, was I hella pissed? Hell yeah. I was so pissed yesterday. I'm talking about if I could just reach out and touch the individuals, it would have been wrong. It would have been wrong for me to have my hands on them. It would have been so wrong for me to have my hands on you when I actually learned of all that I already knew. I already knew. I knew already. See, I did a live prior to that, letting you know that I know. But see, you didn't know who you were until I actually called you out. And you should already know that you was gonna get called out because Midnight. When have Midnight never ever called a motherfucker by name? When have I never addressed the motherfucker by their name? Again, a lot of y'all call that clout chasing on here. Well, I'm going to say this right now again, and I'm going to keep saying it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Because if you motherfuckers call that clout chasing, you can call me clout chasing Midnight because I'm going to call you by what the fuck you call yourself on here. If I have to ever express myself on you, I'm going to call you by what the fuck your name is on here, okay? You're going to be called out by name, all right? So clout chasing or not, you call that shit what you want to call it. But I'm going to address you by your name, whatever you calling yourself on here. See, that's the kind of vocabulary I speak, okay? I speak like that. I don't speak in code. I don't speak in terms, shit like that. I don't do that. If I got something to say to you, I'm going to call you out by your name, okay? And that's just it. Why not? Why not call them out by their name? Why not? She says, very understandable. Hell yeah, pissed. Because I'm like, and the fact that the reason why it made me so pissed, though, you got to understand why I was so pissed to the max, man. I'm talking about it was, that day, when I was leaving work, when I left there, I went downtown. But I had to find myself something to eat when I got down there, smoke a few cigs to get my collective mind together. Because I could have took that out on any citizen, you know, and would have. And would have too. So I had to get my thoughts together. You know what I'm saying? Because I was that pissed. But after I got me some breakfast in me, I got me a few cigarettes in me, I was able to calm down before I went in the courthouse. I simply started what I needed. I had my portfolio with me and I had all of those files. I got my own copies. Listen, I'm not no dummy. I'm no dummy. I made copies for me in my own records, and I made copies to get to them. They asking me, do you want me to make a copy of this? No, ma'am. Those are y'all's. I got my own records. They gave me a couple of these business cards. They let me talk to a person in there, commissioner. That's who I talked to, a commissioner. I talked to a commissioner. They gave me some paperwork. After I talked to that commissioner, she gave me next steps, which is why I need to send my videos to the next step process. Okay. After I send that in, that person is going to follow up with me with the next step appointment to actually getting the paperwork subpoena to y'all. Because the paperwork that I gave them with PDF files got y'all information on there, had y'all addresses and all of that on there. That I already had. That's the kind of stuff that I printed off. I printed that kind of shit off already. I printed off all of that. I printed off all my screenshots and all of that I took of y'all when y'all came through my live, because it comes in picture form when you do screenshots. That's almost like a picture. You can put those. I sent that to myself. All of that. That email, I definitely had to send that to myself and print it off on paper, talking about all of it. They got that too. That was very important. So you have to know that I gave them the full email. I gave them reference that I was an employee there. I had to give them that kind of proof too. Like at the time this was done, I was still working there. And then do you also know that I'm going to get affidavits from my previous job? You know what I'm saying? They're going to write me out affidavits saying that somebody was even still trying to gain and obtain any kind of information calling about Sheila. So those affidavits are going to be wrote up. Those are statements, what they call affidavits. I'm going to get those too. Okay. So those affidavits will come from human resources on my previous job. That affidavits will come from security. Okay. Because security also answers the main phone, but human resources was also notified of somebody coming asking about a Sheila when Sheila don't work there no more. So those affidavits will be wrote up as well. Oh, all of these things right here that she had put on my live, her comments, when I go to work tonight, I'm going to print those off too. When I go to work tonight, I'm talking about the shit she was writing up in my comment section yesterday on live, contradicting herself. All of the shit that I showed y'all yesterday in this lineup, I got those things. I'm sending that to my email as soon as I get to work, and I'm going to print. Because I'm going to make another trip down there to give them that. Oh, I'm just collecting everything that I need to give. Okay. Because I got all the information of who I need to go see, that commissioner who's going to be doing this paperwork and all of that, who I need to send these electronic videos to. I got it all. Once they get all this, they're going to subpoena y'all. I'm going to be sitting down there with them. You know how you do a restraining order on somebody and they have to subpoena the person? It's the same thing. You're going to get subpoena, and then you're going to get the court dates too. Okay. So once they get the final of all of this shit here, once they get all this shit here, which is my electronics, my videos, when I go to work tonight, I am definitely printing off that girl's her messages. And that's a fact. Okay. Anything that I can get printed to myself or sent to I'm sending that shit to my work email and I'm printing that shit off. Okay. I'm taking that in. All of these stuff that I had just chopped down and screwed, they literally had to be chopped and screwed so the file can't be big enough for me to send. But I know how to chop and screw them down. I chop them, screw them just to where I need them. All I need on those videos is them admitting certain things and saying certain things. And pretty much got that already. I showed y'all that already. I'm using that same evidence. So the next time you will be actually getting served, and I will have my copy. You gonna get served because they already got y'all addresses and y'all names. I gave them that already. That's something that they got. That was in paper. That's some shit I printed off. So you gonna see that it's not a game when you get served with the motherfucking papers to go to court, because I am filing charges on y'all. And oh, I guess Midnight will be rich off y'all, huh? Because I'm going to go for something off of you all. And it's 4 of you involved. Oh, thank you for the blessing in advance. Thank you for the blessing in advance. Okay. Thank you for the blessing in advance. And you better just hope that you don't get no jail time. Oh, Shaki, you better hope your license are definitely on the line, sweetheart, because I'm going to tell you this. That video that I'm going to be sending them with Drusilla and Utana stating that you said that, yeah, they're going to subpoena your friend. When they talk to you, they're going to interrogate you and you're going to have to give up that friend's name. I just want you to know that, because if you are watching me, because I know you blocked me, but if you are watching me through YouTube, because you still have gain and access to watch me through there, I don't know how to block people or subscribers, and I don't want to anyway. So I just want you to know this, that if you are watching me through YouTube, once they talk to you, because these videos are going to show that you drug somebody else in it, you're going to have to give that person up, because you just implemented a person that I don't know, but this is somebody you know. You just implemented them in something that they really have no knowledge that they were, or maybe they do, because if you went to the extreme of actually looking somebody up, you actually implemented yourself in, but because you didn't have to do that, I mean, you should know better. So whoever this person is that actually did that, they're going to also be drugged out, because they're going to question you about it, because the videos is going to show that, and I'm going to write that up in a statement. As a matter of fact, that's going to be something that I'll write in a statement in my book. And that's going to be something that I also print, because I'm going to keep the original copy, but I am going to write up my own statement, my own affidavit, stating that also look at the video to match what that woman has said, that this lady, Osha Key Owens, has summoned someone else to look me up to find my place of employment, on top of Googling me, because you cannot find that information with Google. Therefore, you did a much deeper, in-depth search, and you have implied or implemented somebody else in here. Attached a third party. You attached another individual to your bull. And so then when they actually speak to you about that, your license will be on the line, because that's very unethical. I'm going to write my own statement about you, okay? And I'm going to print it, a copy of it, so they can get the copy, and I'm going to keep the original one, okay? But I am going to write that statement up today too, okay? That will have everything in there. And it will have me stating that you have attached somebody else that you know. And trust and believe me, you're going to be singing like a canary, just like you already were. You're going to definitely be breaking down, giving a name of that person who you had in common to look me up to find my place of employment. Simple. Hmm. They have opened up a can of worms that they cannot close. Not at all. They're going to be examples made. You know, some people just go too far. And this was too far, because Midnight really laugh off a lot of things. The harassing is just a little bit too far, first off, because not only is it going on my page, but it's going on several pages. So harassing people to a certain degree, that's really extensive, okay? That's a little bit too far. And then when you say the most hideous shit behind those fake ass names and fake profiles, that's another thing. Okay, that's one thing right there. But when you go so far as to going over and beyond harassing to defamation of someone's character and lying, you ask for it. So you can't feel sorry for those kind of people. That's exactly what the fuck they get. I hope they rot in jail, okay? Miss Donna said, how you doing, Miss Latuska? Y'all is in trouble, and that's what y'all get. Yep, should never did it, because I was definitely going to find out who did that to my job. Yeah, her license is over. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. They talk, so, yep. How you doing, Asante? Hey, Midnight. She is blaming Osh for it all. When you know there's more hands in the pot, they are all guilty in playing a blame game, and Peaches is slick as okra. If she didn't send the emails or whatever was sent, she definitely knew what was going on or what was going down and had her say in it all. So she's just as guilty as an accessory to all of it. Oh, you know, I know it. Uh-huh. Talk too much. Yeah. Oh, you know, I know that already. Nobody ain't gonna be able to do no fast talking. Ash knows a lot, and if I was her, I'd take everybody down who's involved, because they definitely won't Be playing these games with me. If I was her, exactly. Why you trying to hide these people? That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if she actually hit me up in the messages just to tell me everything. I wouldn't be surprised if she ran it all the way down. I'm just telling you. From all of that shit that you said, even with your little fake ass friend, whoever this person is that's supposed to be looking me up. I mean, I want to be surprised if I should be the one to do it. Because, like Asante said, they try to make it seem like it was just all her. I know it wasn't her. It was a group thing. Y'all all talked amongst each other. Stop it. They don't tell me my big don't work no more. Mm, people so evil. Not one of them thought that shit over for dummies at their dumbest moments. Okay. How you doing, my Brenda? That person has blocked me. Yeah, she blocked a lot of people. Good evening, Miss Brenda. That's what Miss Donna say. She blocked a lot of people. She blocked me too. Uh-huh. She did. She blocked me, y'all. That's all right though. It's quite all right. And we gonna see if it we and this is another thing we gonna see. Y'all see how she blocked everybody. Let's see if all of these fake pages present themselves to people. Let's see if they go away, or let's see if they're still presenting themselves on people's lives, because then we'll almost definitely know who was responsible for it. And maybe you'll get more angry faces because maybe it was her half of the time. Maybe it was her. You know, there was a page that recently came through my live under the Miss Eagle Girls fake name. They had her profile and all too. But I kind of figured that that's somebody duplicating that lady name. But let's see what it's going to look like on the Facebook streets when it comes to the fake pages and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's folding like fresh laundry. They on the run now. Let's see what the fake page thing gonna look like. Okay, we gonna see. I'm doing well, and you? I'm doing fine, I'm Brenda. Just on here to bring some clarity to this whole thing right here. And it's really not nothing else that Midnight can actually say about it because it's already been started. Like this is something that they're gonna handle you. You'll speak with me when we go to court though. When we in court about it, yeah, you're gonna have to prove your innocence. That's right. So, but all of those names have been turned over. So you're gonna have to prove your innocence in that, okay? So prove on. Because in my book, nobody is innocent, okay? In my book, everybody had a motherfucking hand in the pot. In my book, everybody had a motherfucking conversation that was taking place in the back. In my hand, everybody played a position. And in my hand, somebody excluded and executed all of it too. You executed the motherfucking plan. Okay. And now that all of y'all are damn near going y'all separate ways, that's supposed to make a difference because, oh, I don't talk to them anymore. No, don't dismiss the fact that you was in cahoots with them at that time. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. And that's all that matters. So at the end of the day, me too. And I'm new to all of this. I didn't know they were messy. So thank you for the block. Oh, so she blocked a few of y'all. I'm sure all of Peach's page got blocked. I'm sure all of them got blocked. I'm back. I had to get me some food and light my cigarette. My big went out. God damn. Uh, have y'all ate that rotisserie chicken from Walmart? Should be fire. I'm gonna have some of that right now. Baby. I make chicken salad with this. I make chicken salad with the chicken. You understand me? Yes, indeed. Mm-mm. So, honey, mm-mm. Shit, you get what you put out. You get what you put out. And since y'all was playing dirt or dirty game, that was gonna come rightfully so back to y'all. Mm-hmm. Cause you just don't do that. You don't do that with people. Mm-mm. Ain't that much hate in the world, but some people actually walking around with that much hate in the world for people that they don't even know, honey. You walking around with that much hate in the world for people that you don't know because your life fucked up. You're not really happy with your life. You know what I'm saying? So you looking at somebody else's life and looking at them envying them. You know what I'm saying? For what? Make it happen for you. Shit, it's out there for you too. Shit, somebody should have told your ass that. Mm-mm. Ain't no point of being envious and jealous of a motherfucker to that extent. Now, is it? That's that to me. Okay. Yeah, she on the run. She running. That's okay. Run, Forrest, run. You can run, but you can't hide, honey. Mm-mm. She blocked you too? Mm. Wow. Peaches is very controlling, and she bullies some of them on her platform and very manipulative. Most of them will do anything she tells them to do because they think Ma and Auntie is God. They are definitely under hypnosis with her, and she will attack them like she's doing Osh if they fall back. Baby. mm, 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 mm. Sad all day long, boo. See, this had to happen like this. This was ordained by God. You understand me? Y'all thought y'all had something in a plan. Nah, don't you know you can't mess with the anointed? You can't mess with the chosen one, boo. Cause see, men ain't got a lot of things that she can work on as flaws about her. You understand me? Let me tell y'all some of my flaws. I know my own flaws. See, God is already working with me on my anger. That's for one. It ain't nothing like it used to be. I'll be the first to tell y'all that. My anger ain't at the level of what it used to be. You know, my anger became real bad when I lost my mom. It did. I was mad at the world, y'all. And it wasn't the world's fault. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I knew that, but again, I'm kind of stubborn. You know what I mean? Very stubborn at times. And that could be something that I can work on. You know, I'm stubborn and I know I am. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm stubborn. So being stubborn sometimes I can work on that. And I am trying. I've curved my anger a lot, you know. It's still something that I get angry. Like yesterday I was really upset. I had to really calm myself down. And usually me doing something nice for myself, even if it's just something that I like to eat and smoking a few cigarettes, that really does help. Just so I can't stop smoking. Not yet. So I'm working on my stubbornness, you know. Sometimes it's good to be stubborn, but sometimes it's something that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? That's one flaw about me. I know that my mouth can be reckless with cussing. Cussing like a sailor. Yeah. hmm That's another flaw of mine is to tone it down a little. You know? Mm, that's a flaw. I won't say so much trust in people. I don't trust a lot of people, but again, I don't have an issue with trusting people to where I don't like being around new people. Mm-mm. I don't have that kind of barrier with trust. You know how some people don't trust nobody to the point where they don't have a social life. They can't meet new people. They can't meet new people because they think everybody is really out to get them. We all come across people who have been snakes to you in life. As y'all see, this is a case in point of snakes. You know what I'm saying? This is a life lesson to me, and that's what snakes have always taught me in my life. Anybody that ever been a snake to me, you have always taught me this, that I just know what to look for in the next motherfucker. And if I see those kind of characteristics in somebody else, I just move around. That's what they teach me. I can work on being stubborn. I can probably work on my choice words. I like to use choice words. But shit, that's just a form of how I express myself when I tell a story or when I'm checking somebody. Because I have a way of talking to people without using choice words when I want to get my point across too. You know, when you work in a professional world, such as medical field, or when you're a community worker, when you're dealing with issues within your consumers or your colleagues, you got to know how to talk to them without using such choice words, right? Because that can get you in trouble on the job for insubordination. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to use them. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way I express myself when I'm expressing others or when I'm talking about others. So, I can lighten it up there, but I do know how to talk in a professional manner. Okay? Just some of my flaws. That is what I deal with. I'm very sarcastic too. But again, being sarcastic is almost a good and bad thing. It's a such thing as being sarcastic in a good way and sarcastic in a almost like negative way. hmm But those are some of my flaws. You know what I'm saying? Those are just some of my flaws that I'm working on, and it's definitely working for me. hmm But I definitely know how to give myself a chance around people that's new, and I definitely know how to give new people a chance around me. I don't think and look at everybody at the same lens. Mm-mm. It's when you show me that's when I look at see you different, because the actions mean more to me than words. hmm I'm that person. Actions mean more to me than your words could ever mean. Okay, because you could be telling me this shit every day of your life, and I ain't seen not one action put forth. So you ain't talking about nothing. Okay, actions supposed to always trump over words. Okay, so if you are not doing um anything to show action behind what it is you speak on, then pretty much a lot of people don't believe in what you say. Okay, it's just words. It's what it is, words and words alone. hmm Self improving is never ending. That's right. Shit, I have to self reflect all the time. This is what a lot of other motherfuckers need to learn to do. You got to self reflect, honey. Do y'all self reflect with your spouses? Okay. For example, I'm married, right? So of course a marriage is not perfect, just like no relationship ain't, right? If me and my husband had agreement or agree to disagree moment, and I may have been wrong about it. Okay, so I'm taking it to a different extent. Okay. Um, when you self-reflect, okay, you'll be able to calm down and you'll be able to go back to your significant other or your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you'll be able to go back to them and say, oh, well, yeah, we had this kind of disagreement, and I was wrong about this. I should have never said that, or I should have never said it in that way. I didn't mean it in that way, but I was just saying it like this, but you took it that way. You know what I'm saying? So you taking accountability for something that you may have said that maybe that person took wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you can go back to that same person and you can actually tell them that, well, I was wrong for how I said it. You know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have my voice elevated while I was talking, and I probably should have just let you talk and this and that, stuff like that. You'll be able to do stuff like that without even feeling like, okay, I'm just doing this because I want to make the situation right. No, you were wrong, right? So that's why you're going back to doing it, vice versa. Like there's a lot of times where, okay, I may have said something my husband took wrong, and vice versa. He may have said something to me I took wrong. So my husband and I know how to go to one another and self-reflect first on ourselves. But then he'll come to me and I'll go to him at the same time. You know what I'm saying? On something that we may have disagreed to agree to disagree. Because me and my husband don't get into what y'all would call battle fights. You know how you have some couples that yell and scream at each other, and I'm talking about they doing it in a toxic manner. Now me and my husband agree to disagree. It's almost like a debate for real, because we both are great debaters. My husband is also somebody who's a great debater. Okay. um we both are great debaters. Okay. We both have um very high intellectual skills when it comes to debating. Because just like I was a debater, my husband is also a debater. You know what I'm saying? So we agree to a disagree. If you ever watched a real live debate battle, they don't argue with loud talking. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. You don't have to always agree with everything somebody say. Okay? You don't. Not even it being your significant other. There's a lot of things my husband do for hobbies that I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to have everything in common. Again, what kind of relationship would that be if y'all all had so much of everything in common? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some differences about yourself. But when you actually have a agree to a disagree moment, it's not the same as a loud arguing match. Something like that. Me and my husband don't get down with each other like that. Mm-mm. But that's just something you have to learn how to do is self-reflect. Because you might have to self-reflect outside of your house, on your job. Okay. You have to be able to know how to self-reflect with your friends. You got to know how to do stuff like that. If you don't know how to self-reflect on you, then you're going to always be a person that thinks it's all about you. And it's really not all about you when you have other people in your life, though. It's not about you all the time. Okay. So everybody has some flaws that they got to work on. I mean, who's perfect here? Who's a perfect human being? Nobody. Mm-mm. No such thing. That don't exist. There's nobody perfect out here at all. There's no person who knows it all either. No, 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 ma'am, or no, sir. You don't know it all. No, you don't. I definitely don't know it all. See, but I'm not one of them people that think I know it all because, see, I can take advice in line of advice from anybody else. I don't know it all. Okay. I've only been around the sun for 41 motherfucking years. I ain't been around the world long enough to know it all. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean you know it all even because you've been around the world long enough. Because again, your age don't define who you are as a person because your action shows. Your actions will show if you are a lady or not. Your actions gonna show if you're a true man or not. Your actions gonna show if you're mature or not. And your actions gonna show if you're very immature. So that's gonna speak for you altogether. Okay? That's what's really speaking for your character. It's the way you portray yourself. It's the way you present yourself. They gonna show. And they gonna speak for you. You ain't even gotta open your mouth on that. Your actions is gonna speak for you. So if you're a person of integrity and dignity, your actions is going to speak that for you. And that's how you're going to carry yourself everywhere you go. That's how you're going to carry yourself at home. That's how you're going to carry yourself out there. That's how you're going to carry yourself at your job. Your characteristics speak for you. Okay? And that's just the real talk of the matter. It is going to speak for you. It's going to speak loud and clear. So when people actually be saying one thing, but your action shows another, it's not aligning. Okay. Just know that people are looking at that and people are catching on. People are looking at that really. That's what they really looking at. And that's the truth be told. That's what they, any person with good sense. Let me say that. Any person with good sense is going to look at what this person is saying versus what they're showing them. Okay, you can't say that, oh, I want to be a peaceful person or I want to be an uplifting person, and this is what you say though. I'm using this for an example. You say, I want to be peaceful, right? You say, I want to be encouraging, right? Or I want to be a mentor to uplift other people. But then your actions show you doing this. You degrade people. Your actions show that you fake towards people. Your actions show that you use people. Does that align with what you just told people? It don't match. So that scale is off balance. You know what I'm saying? That scale is not at a medium. It's not balance. It's off balance because see, you're saying one thing, but your actions showing the opposite. It's showing the total opposite of what you say you want to be or what you say you are, should I say. You saying you're this way, but then your action shows different. It's not lining up. How you doing, Miss Cynthia Jones? And don't nobody need everything. God is the one that knows everything exactly. Nobody don't know everything. We don't know every fucking thing. My husband thinks he's always right, and I'd be like, shut up. Girl, that's just a man. I swear, I think men just think they know they think they know something, especially when it comes to a man will love to tell a woman about how things are when it comes to like, okay, how you gonna tell me about things that you don't go through? You know what I'm saying? You don't go through things as a woman go through, so you really don't really have a clear cut clue of what it is that people go through. Yeah, men just think they know. I just think that's typical husband behavior, honey. Your actions will show where your mind is and where your heart is. Yeah, most definitely. Don't nobody knows everything. Only God knows everything. Exactly. And God knows everything that you don't tell people about you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, another um quote I also say is this, that people can play pretend with other human beings, and other human beings can trick and deceive other human beings, but you cannot deceive the creator of who created you. Okay. So again, that aligns with this. You can pretty much try to pretend and portray to be anything you want to be. Okay. Anything you want to be, but you cannot, and you can deceive those people because they don't truly know who you are. Okay, so you can really deceive another human being on who you truly are, but you cannot deceive the creator, the person that knows your heart and designed your heart. You cannot deceive him. Okay, so it's easy for other human beings to manipulate another human being because they know nothing about you. But you cannot manipulate the creator, the one who knows everything about you. You can't do that. That's something you can't do. Utana's saying she doesn't care for a cheater or a liar, but she's a big liar because she played her part. She's a snake. Yeah, she definitely played her part. I don't look whatever they may be saying because she unblocked. I'm gonna simply go over there and watch. Um, whatever they are saying, they can't talk their way out of it. And now I find it funny once again that y'all doing so much talking now. Okay, why is everybody doing all this talking right now? Where was all of this talk that y'all had and y'all knew about then? Because, like I said, she was also acting surprised as to, oh, I hope she find out who did that to her job. But all of y'all knew that that shit was being talked about already. And now y'all doing a little bit too much talking, but that's a little bit too late. Okay? See how they now doing all the talking now about it, but nobody knew about it. Well, why do all of y'all have different statements to add about it if y'all never knew about it or it was never discussed amongst y'all? How do y'all have so many statements to provide now? I'm just trying to understand that part. That tells y'all that's telling me and everybody who's watching y'all that you were in the known, because you wouldn't have a statement if you wasn't. If you was not in the known about any of this at all, you would not have nothing to add to it. Okay. So anybody watching all of these different people that are folding now, anybody who is watching anybody fold like fresh hot laundry off the press, Okay, straight up off presses. If you're watching these story and reporters fold off the press, that's because they had an inkling and they had a participation in it. That's why. Because if you actually did not have absolutely zero knowledge of it, you wouldn't have nothing to add. That's how I feel. Amen. They pipe has burst now. Everybody wants to come clean. Oh yeah, that's what we're seeing. But you know that's how it worked though. Normally, that's how it worked with any situation, you all. I'm talking about you're not seeing nothing that you have not saw 10 times over before. We're not actually witnessing nothing that we had not saw before. We've seen people crack and break under pressure when they are about to get caught up. When people get caught up, you know how they do criminals and they interrogate you? They place your ass right in the interrogation room and they're asking you all of the questions that they need to ask you. And the person that they're asking these questions to, they are getting hit with questions that they know place them at a place and time. You know what I'm saying? So now they have to sing like canaries because you cannot argue this type of question because that question just placed you where we knew you were to be around the time this took place. So what are you really going to say? Okay. What are you really going to argue? So now you're singing like a good canary. Okay. That's all you're doing. I've been seeing a lot of people disappear now. Wow. Tana over there smoking cigarette after cigarette, which explains her part. Wait a minute now, y'all. I'm a smoker too, though. You know. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm a smoker too, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Do y'all smoke though? Because I mean, that cigarette does hit different. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might need to light another one right away. I'm talking about it be so good. But she said Tana over there smoking cigarette after cigarette, which explains her part with her nerves behind. Guilty chronic smoking will snitch every time. Hey, but that ain't all the time. That ain't all the time in every instance sometimes, but I see what you mean though. That's funny right there. Yes, it is. Typo make you nervous every time. Yeah, I got what you were saying. Man, I will, my brother. He at work. Listen, they are doing too much talking, and now Osh block Peaches. And I'm like, y'all still are going to get handled, whether they block each other or not. Hell yeah, because you know you can't dismiss the timeline. Shit, y'all had something to do with that shit. Y'all had something to do with it, shoot. Y'all had something to do with that, and then y'all just folding on each other. Oh, I thought that was Twin though. Twin was reckless, okay? Twin, where have you been? Or where you at now, Twin? Her ass dismissed everybody because she thinks she running. You ain't running from shit. I got your info already turned in. And I got enough of what I need. So she thinks she doing something because she blocked me. Baby, somebody gonna see you and they gonna send that shit in. How about it? So I guess she gonna stop going live too because she's scared. She really can't speak on nothing because she really scared, huh? So I guess she just thought she was doing this. She's gonna block everybody and stop going live. But it don't even matter what you post up. Somebody is gonna see. So you gonna block the whole Facebook? Oh, you might as well just come up off Facebook altogether, boo. Cause you blocking everybody, somebody still gonna see what the fuck you doing. You don't want your friend to know what you have done. You don't want your friend to know that you implemented her or him in something. You don't want them to know what you really did. And they implemented their damn self because they went on and looked the motherfucking person up and found a person's job. So maybe they both, that friend probably told them, girl, girl, no, block all them motherfucking people. This is probably what her friend told her. Oh, no, block all them people, girl. You done told them people that you asked me to look somebody up and now they know about it and she taking it to the law. Girl, you got to stop fucking with them people. That's how they think. You know what I'm saying? That's how they think. Cause she also know that her license is on the line just like that friend do. They know they motherfucking license on the line. She over there looking for every excuse. She said, I remember when she said she was going to call Section 8. Guilty again. Right. Listen, I swear I just find that to be so funny, y'all. The way that these people are talking now. I swear. It's that I told you so moment. I'm telling you, while I be sitting back here watching some of that shit, I be just shaking my head for real, like, man, I told you. I knew it. It be that I knew it moment for me. Those are the exact words that I be saying. I knew it. I swear I knew it. I'm telling you, that's what you be saying to yourself, like, man, I knew it. I knew it. That's all you can really say is, I knew it, man. I knew it. You shaking your head saying that, I knew it. I knew it. Snake the whole time for real. That's all you can say. And Peaches with her 8 stomachs had the nerve to call me a monkey. And I'm like, I know you not talking with her 8 stomachs. And I'm like, who is she trying to bully? Not me. Girl, listen, it's all up for them, stuck for them. None of the motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. Drusilla probably doing the same thing too, because I remember she ran. Yup. That girl in ran too. She ran. She ran. That girl ran after she seen that last video I did of them when I put her ass up on my screen. That girl ran too. Okay. And then some days after that, once she realized she was wrong, that's when she want somebody to reach me. She wants somebody to reach out to me because you want to talk to me. But you ran too because you knew you were guilty. You definitely is. I wouldn't be surprised if she running. Listen. Mr. T or Coochie, whatever her name is. Stupid for doing that. Oh, the girl, that Mr. T took me out because that's a character that fit the script for real. Sis ain't never lied when she said Mr. T. I'm talking about, but I said, sis, Mr. T Mohawk go all the way down from the motherfucking front of the head to the back, go, girl. Mr. T Mohawk go all the way the fuck down. He bald on the side, but that motherfucker got a whole streak down the middle of his motherfucking head with some hair. Her shit, her, her shit is not even partially gone, but I'm talking about the majority. The majority of that shit is shaved the fuck off. You got maybe a square. I'm talking about maybe a square patch left. So your shit 90% shaved the fuck off. Girl, it's the blinking of the eyes for me. You look crazy as hell, Ash, for real. You looked at let me play that for y'all real quick. I still got my slides up here. Hold on. Let me play that video real quick. Cause we finna laugh off of that shit. The girl, you look crazy as a motherfucker. Just know you do. Crazy as fuck. Hold on, y'all. It's the blinking of the eyes for me though.
You over there hollering my name. And peaches. And peaches.
Wait a minute, not that one, y'all. It's this.
Oh, and another thing, you can impersonate how I look all you want, Midnight. Let me tell you something. That's just how I look. I guess you don't like how I look, but guess what? You're going to like how I look today. Now, say something now. Girl, you better come across and not put my name up in your mouth on your red light special, boo-boo.
But then Drusilla is all over there in the comments talking about, yeah, they dirty, they this, they that, and you the dirty motherfucker
Whoa.
that's doing this stuff and saying you gonna call the girl job. And then somebody is over there with a phony name putting up her address.
Well, she said it was.
But do you see how Peaches said that she was telling them that she was gonna call a girl job? But I thought you didn't know about it. I thought you said you didn't have a known about that, but you just said on the clip though that that lady had been saying that she's gonna call the girl job, meaning that it came out your mouth and you knew that, right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But you didn't know about it. Let me run that one back for real, cause motherfuckers can't tell me different. Then you say you want me to believe that you don't have no knowledge and Ashaki don't tell you enough, or she didn't tell you everything. But then you just hear what you said out your own mouth. Let me let that shit play again.
Oh, and all other things, you can impersonate how I look all you want, Midnight. Let me tell you something. That's just how I look. I guess you don't like how I look, but guess what? You're gonna like how I look today. Now, say something now. Girl, you better come across and not put my name up in your mouth on your red light special, boo-boo.
But then Druzilla is all over there in the comments talking about, yeah, they dirty, they this, they that, and you the dirty motherfucker
Whoa.
that's doing this stuff and saying you gonna call the girl job. And then somebody is over there with a phony name putting up her address.
Well, she said it was.
And then you said that when she's the dirty one, right? So again, you're also referencing to you having knowledge that she's dirty. Am I correct or not? Am I right or wrong? You said that, and she the dirty motherfucker. So you know she dirty because guess how? Because she done ran it down to you so many times. Y'all done had dialogue. Y'all done had talks about that shit. And then you also said when she's the one saying that she's gonna call the girl job. Make that shit make sense, Peaches. I'm just saying. Well, this is your girl Midnight. Okay? You gotta make shit make sense. Blinking. Girl, she look crazy when I said she look crazy as hell, don't she? Crazy as fuck. I should look like a man, and her voice tells it all. Patches. Blinking all blinking all crazy. Girl. And Peach's hair looked like she got it from Payless. Wow. Mr. T name. Mr. T name is Crazy Eyes from the new Orange and Black. Okay. Even her eyebrows blinking too. Listen, but y'all see what I'm talking about, right? How you didn't have no knowledge of that when you said that? When she the dirty one. So that's your first statement. You said she's the dirty one, right? So in order for you to know she's the dirty one, you have to know she's dirty. She got dirt behind her. Then you made another statement saying that when she's the one saying that she's going to call the girl job, y'all knew that already. You just be proving my point all the time. Okay? Proving it. All of y'all knew about that shit for real. This is definitely some law and order stuff. It just keeps getting better, don't it? Well, like I said, it's definitely now in the law's hands. Now this shit finna go to a court because y'all did too much digging, y'all did too much in-depth digging, and then you went so far as to even lying because your email was all false statements. It was all false. I'm talking about so many falsified statements in that email, honey, to where it's not even funny. And then you label that HIPAA violations. Oh yeah, you already knew. I already knew that when I found out who y'all was, I was gonna do you in. Okay? I was gonna definitely do you in rightfully the right way. And now that I got what I need, it's over. It's over with. 100, Miss Donna says. How you doing, Miss Susan? You gonna have to watch this on the playback. I'm trying to get off, honey. I got work tonight. I'm finna get ready to continue to chopping and screwing a few more pieces of evidence because when I get to work tonight, I'm going to be sending all of that stuff in. And then when I get off tomorrow morning, I'm still gonna make myself a trip down there because I got that girl's her comments that she put in my live yesterday. I definitely saved them. The ones let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the ones I'm gonna print off. I still got everything in my lineup right here. I did not take none of this out yet. But let me show y'all what I'm finna get printed off at my job. So that will be printed off right there. This will be printed off. That will be printed off. That will be printed off. This will be printed off. That will be printed off. And so is this. Print it off. Okay? They got this shit right here. Y'all seen all this shit right here? They got that. 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 And they got that. Those are their fake emails. I already had that kind of shit. Yep. It's printed off. Time to get printed off. Let me show y'all this clip of Drusilla again. Why she was so mad that Midnight had so much to say about her. This is what we're gonna end with right here. We're gonna end this shit with right here. I wish I should have got more of this one right here, but let me show y'all this one real quick. This is what she was really mad at. I almost forgot about girl. Oh girl. Listen, honey, like my picture say, can someone tells me what needing to straighten up in this picture? Okay. Because baby girl, you have no room to speak on nobody. Can somebody actually pick out what needs to be straightened out in this here picture? Can somebody actually tells me what needs to be straightened out about this motherfucking picture? Because this is Miss Drusilla, the so-called hitter. This is Miss Drusilla, the so-called hitter. What needs to be straightened out in this motherfucking picture? Can somebody tell me? Because until that lady can straighten that shit out, straighten your mouth out by shutting the fuck up. Until you can straighten that out, okay? Straighten your mouth out and shut the fuck up, Drusilla, the so-called hitter, okay? Drusilla, the so-called hitter. Tell me what needs to be straightening in this picture, folks. And until your ass can straighten that shit, you need to straighten your motherfucking mouth up, okay? Because you're not a hitter. You won't even be able to hit shit with the hand like that. You won't even be able to hit shit with a hand like that, boo. So we know you doing all the motherfucking capping. Because your hand like that, boo boo, you won't be able to hit a damn thing. You can't even hit a motherfucking hit a cartwheel with that motherfucking bent like that. Okay, you can't even hit a motherfucking cartwheel. Do you understand me? Mm-mm. How you doing, Miss Susan? Asha and Peaches fell out last night because Peaches say she found out I sent the email and attached her name to it. And Ash blocked Peaches and all her followers. So apparently Ash told Peaches she sent the email. Mm-mm. Ooh. Mm-mm. Good evening, Susan, and good evening. That's Miss Donna speaking. Mm-mm. Well, damn, that's crazy work, ain't it? But still, that don't exclude her. Peaches have said some of that lady really don't have a likings for me, for real. She not gonna put, don't stop continuing to pretend. Mm-mm. Your hands was in that pot as well. You're not gonna continue to pretend with me like you don't have no absolute no part in that. Mm-mm. Absolutely. You will have to prove that to them laws when they give you your papers. Okay. Because I'm definitely gonna be in court with you all. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna show up. And you're gonna have to prove that to them. You understand me? And I'm definitely pushing all of y'all to the highest power. Stop continuing to act like you actually give a damn about Midnight when I know the fuck you don't. Okay? That's just truth be told. You're not gonna continue to pretend with me. That pretending game, that's over. Okay? I don't need you to pretend with me. Tanya and see Miss Brown. Hey, beautiful. Okay. Have a good day, Miss Tanya. She's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna run away when it get hard. She don't run away when it gets hard. She's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna run away when the shit get hard. She gonna run out the kitchen because it's hot in her. That broad can't take the heat in the kitchen. So her ass went out. I thought you was a baker, Osh. I thought your ass stayed in the heat. I thought your ass stayed in the kitchen, Osh. I thought you was in the kitchen, boo. I thought you can put up with that heat, man. Why your ass running? Shit. She definitely running like a motherfucking track star. She didn't tell her she sent the email. I saw the live. She told her she looked up your information, or she looked your information up for someone who asked for it. but she didn't give it to them because they had found it by that time. I didn't hear her say she sent the email. So wait a minute, what? She didn't tell her she sent the email. I saw the live. She's told her she looked up your information for someone who asked for it, but she didn't give it to them because they had found it by that time. I didn't hear her say she sent the email. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Mm-mm-mm. Baby, y'all let y'all motherfucking sticky fingers and butter fingers slide y'all right onto the road of motherfucking destruction. Y'all motherfucking butterfingers, mystery fingers that y'all got. The motherfucking slippery sliding butterfingers and mystery fingers y'all got. The motherfucking fingers, okay? Y'all let the motherfucking fingers of y'all slide y'all right off to the world of destruction, okay? That's exactly what y'all did for y'all, so. Good afternoon, midnight. How you doing, loving me? Mm-mm. I'm back and had to do my rounds. Okay, Miss Carla? I know that's right. Listen, don't get fucked up out here being stupid. Y'all being stupid. This is a learning lesson to all of the motherfuckers over there. Y'all better not never do that shit again. Cause you finna be made an example over here though. But this gonna teach you never to do it again. Okay? You gonna know never to do it again. She making sure Mr. T get her prize, track star, okay? Mr. T, Mr. T, Mr. T. Her ass might have been, she should have been Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, because that motherfucking hair damn near bald like Mr. Clean. Shit, sis took me out with the Mr. T. I forgot about Mr. T ass, but the reason why I probably forgot about his ass is because he got a real mohawk. I don't know what the fuck she got going on over there, but that's a what? Baby, Mr. T got a full hawk. Mr. T got a full fucking hawk. The fuck? He ain't got no partial cut shit like that. No partially cut shit like that. Girl, you more like motherfucking Mr. Clean. Okay? That's what you should have been. Akon song locked up, they won't let me out. No, won't let me out. I'm locked up. Oh, they won't let me out. I'm locked up. Oh, won't let your ass out. You locked up, locked up. Y'all ass finna be locked up. Y'all ass finna be looking stupid. Y'all finna be looking lost in the sauce in that bitch. We finna see if y'all ever spent some time in there, okay? Because a lot of y'all, baby, especially not that Ash lady, baby, you won't last a day in that bitch, okay? Not a day, not even a back an hour. The fuck? Not Mr. Clean. Damn, yes. You know Mr. Clean got a bald head. Her shit partially bald. She practically bald, sis. She need to just go on cut that little square. Cut that shit out up off there. You know what I'm saying? Cut that out. And cut it out. That square needs to come out. You got to cut it. That square gotta come out. You must cut it. So cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Oh, that square fucked up. You about to cut it, girl. Cut. Oh, that square fucked up. Girl, you need to cut it. Cut that shit off. You might as well be a bald head walking around with a motherfucking smooth head. Cut that shit out. What type of style is that? They ain't no motherfucking mohawk though. Fuck they calling that? Looking people up in their address and job is apparent signs of mental illness. A bunch of weirdos on this app. Ain't it? You definitely right about that. That's a sickness for real. Cause normal people don't do shit like that. Normal people is not gonna be thinking in that realm. You know what? You show right about it. It screams sickness. It screams mental illness. It screams like you're mentally disturbed. Like it screams mentally disturbed for real. Mm-mm. Miss Alicia said, I'm cracking up. Mm-mm. Messing up business for good people. Because no one can trust anyone because they looking up jobs, addresses, shaking my head, crabs in a bucket. None but facts. None but facts. Listen, y'all laughing. It's factual. Those are factual statements. Like, I mean, they really don't realize that yeah, like you said, look at the in the aspect of what you just said. It's so many people on here that actually do business for real, the legit way on something like Facebook or a social media platform. But because so many people misuse somebody's information in a malicious way when it's supposed to be for business and it's supposed to remain confidential between you and that consumer, people can't trust you. So yeah, a lot of people's businesses is gonna take a big hit because folks will not trust giving you their addresses or anything like that because they don't know what you might be capable of doing. That's so sad. That's really what's going to start happening a lot on this internet when it comes to anybody who do business like that or make money like that. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to even trust to give you their phone numbers. They're not going to trust to give you their home addresses. They're not going to trust you. Like everybody going to have to go out there actually buy a P.O. box just to feel safe. Uh-uh. Yeah, it's definitely an illness. Thinking shit funny, but it's not. It's very weird. Extremely weird. I don't even know what to call that. I mean, that's weird and some more words to describe that. I'm talking about it's obsession for real. Like you're overly obsessed and you don't use your time well. You must don't have all of the time that you claim you have in the world. You must don't really have no time because who's wasting time doing stuff like that anyway? I mean, really, who is if you really ain't got time to waste? If you claim you got a life and you claim you ain't really got that much time to be putting your energy there, how is all of this shit coming about? Somebody got time some fucking where, you know? Somebody actually got some time. Somebody actually got a lot of time, actually. So someone's really lying about what they're doing. And clearly all of them have lied about the part they played. All of them had enough time to discuss that. All of them had enough time to do that. All of them had it in their head. All of them knew it. All of them knew it. Okay? All of them played their part, their position, and they knew it. Mm-hmm. They are there. All their names gonna be blackballed for employment. Mm-hmm. My God. At work, gotta go, but I pray for justice for you and anyone else who have been violated like this. Bye, y'all. Have a good one, Miss Tanya. Work smart and don't work hard. Work smart and don't work hard. Okay? Well, y'all, midnight finna go too, but I'm just saying, y'all get the picture. This is clearing it up. Midnight definitely don't have no conversations with that Tana lady. Okay? I don't call her at all. I called her to give my address to her when she was sending me that pass. Only time I did. Any other time that lady have dialed my phone because, like I said, she dialed my phone before to let me have the heads up about another motherfucking considering looking at my job and looking me up and that. But then, like I said, the real reason why that girl called me is because she was really trying to inquire or thought she was going to implement me to do a favor for her for somebody that I was close with at that time. And at that time, I told her even that ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all relationship, that's y'all relationship. I'm not gonna be talking to that person that you asking me a favor to do that for you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not finna go to that person for you. Nope. And that's exactly what I told her. Because I think that's the real reason she hit me up. She thought that I would do her a favor because she was trying to get back in good graces with that person, and I was already in good graces with that person. So she felt like she was gonna use me to be the one to talk for that person. But I told her, nah, I'm not. I won't be doing that one. Not at all. That's y'all business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Point blank in that period. So she called me that time. And she called me while I was at work. I had to really rush off the phone with her, but she gave me the tea because she asked me if I heard about any tea, and I say no. So she gave me that tea. But that wasn't the reason for her call. The reason for her call was she wanted me to do her a favor and speaking with somebody else, and I wasn't finna do that. And that's exactly what I told her. Okay. So then the second time come around is when she wanted to call me for Drusilla because Drusilla wants to speak with Midnight. So she gave Midnight phone a ring. Tana. Midnight do not call her. Okay. Tana gave Midnight a ring because she had Drusilla on the line. And Drusilla wanted to speak to Midnight. Midnight actually talked to her. Okay. Again. We spent like 32 minutes, over 30 minutes on the phone, like 32 and some seconds on the phone. That was Tana calling my damn phone. She's called me. I don't call her. Okay. And it's just so that when I felt like I was really dismissing that girl altogether, she got blocked off my phone, so she can't call me. Okay. So men, I definitely do not be talking to these chicks on here because, like I said, even the person who I was close to, a couple of them that I was close to, one of them, me and her would text all the time, but one of them I would text every now and again, but we weren't on the phone. I wasn't even on the phone with neither one of them like that. You know what I'm saying? The ones that even had my number at once upon a time. Them people I was not on the phone with every day. Them people I was not conversing with every day through a text. No, it don't be that way at all. Mm-mm. No, ma'am, no, sir. It do not be like that for real. Not at all. And then just for the ones who may have had my number, and I feel like I don't want no more communication with your ass, you gets blocked. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you can call me if you thought you was, but guess what? You gonna get my voicemail. Because I refuse to change my number again for anybody on here. Again, I got a lot of important things to my phone number connected to that number, and I'm not starting over with another number. I simply will block you. So you be my guest if you want to keep on obsessively calling my phone. If that's something that you chose to do, you will get my voicemail, and half of the time you won't even be able to leave a message because my voicemail is so full that if it's full, you will not be able to leave a message, but it's going to send you right to my voicemail. Okay? That's exactly where you're going to be sent, to my voicemail. All right? You're going to go there because I just refuse to change my number for any motherfucker on here. I'm not going to do that. Okay? Simply block and ban your ass, and that will be it. Getting blackballed for employment doesn't sound good, and Trump is on the way to cutting food stamps, Medicare, and free lunch for kids. I know he don't care about single people, so the last thing people want to do is mess their self up in the work field. Okay? I hear he giving food stamps to working families. But don't y'all know that the government is not forever? The government is a stepping stone for people. You only supposed to want to use the government for stepping stone purposes only. You shouldn't want to thrive and live off the government and try to connive the government. That shouldn't be something long term. That should always be short term with people. Anytime somebody want to use the government long term, then there's something wrong with you, honey, because that's not going to be long term for you at all. We already knew that times like this was coming. He's trying to push forth for citizens to be independent. That's what he's really pushing for. Independency. So you can't be too lenient on the government. So if you're on government assistance now and you don't work, that's just really telling you that you're going to start getting letters from those programs saying that you got to have a job to remain on this assistance. When you get food share and medical and all of that from your state, you're going to receive letters saying that you're going to have to go get a job or your ending date for these services will be XYZ. He's really pushing people to go independent, really. And that's really not so much of a bad thing because too many people rely on the government, okay? And if you will be giving government assistance to people, it should be to working families. It should not be to the ones that sit at home on their behind to obtain government assistance and you just don't have no motherfucking independent skills of your own. You have no knowledge of even wanting to work. You should not be able to get those benefits. So he's actually putting those things rightfully where they deserve. Okay? He's actually putting those benefits rightfully where they deserve. That should be going to working families. Okay? It should not be going to somebody that's living on their butts. I'm sorry. And you just being taken care of. Mm-mm. You're right, Midnight, because I know people who receive the letter telling them to work or they will no longer be receiving. Exactly. They often get hit with them, honey. Your Section 8 program's going to tell you whatever kind of housing programs you got. If you are not working, you're going to pay full rent. Okay. You might be able to stay where you're staying, but, and then that might be up to them. Okay. They might ask you to relocate. Um, but you're going to have some proof of income. Okay. To remain even with Section 8. All right. That's short term, never long. Okay. It's never long term. It's not meant to be long term. Now, I can agree with Trump on that. Carrot Top. Carrot Top, get my vote right there. You got to get this shit to working families. You understand? Because working families still struggling. Why these motherfuckers over here getting $1,000 in stamps? They on Section 8, they don't pay no rent because they don't have no income. So when you don't have income, Section 8 pay your rent. You getting all these food stamps and you just sitting on your ass. And then a working family getting cut because they work and make income. They can't even get food share. That should be that. No, that's got to be reversed. And I'm glad he reversing that. I'm glad he doing that. Yep, I got family who sit on welfare and never get a job. They gonna have to get up. He finna make their ass get up. What about the people on retirement? See, well, no, not them. They won't be so much mess with Miss Aura. If you are retired, that means you put your years of work in, so you get to sit at home. You in retirement. But retired people should be able to get the benefits still. You know what I'm saying? They should still be able to receive benefits because you're able to retire, which means you have worked clear up to the age that you could retire. So they're not gonna look at those folks. No, those folks I don't feel like they're gonna be messed with. You know what I'm saying? They may even give the retired folks some of the benefits they finna give working people. You know what I'm saying? Trump is dropping all the government programs to start over a new world order. Well, I believe in that too, though, Miss Susan, for real. You know, he finna be up to some bullshit for real. I don't really fuck with Carrot Top on that note. You know, I can appreciate some of the things he do, but Carrot Top, I don't fuck with him like that. Mm-mm. She said, I am not on food stamps, but you may be able to get on some. You retired. You retired. It's actually a good idea because when it was first designed back in the day, it wasn't meant to be a permanent crutch. It's not. It's only short term. Disability, yep, for those who on disability too. Hattiesburg, Pennsylvania is making people on housing with no job has to pay $150 for rent. Oh, really? Okay. So that's even telling you you're gonna have to come up with something. You can't just let the government hand it to you like that. That's what they're saying. We're not gonna no longer be your enabler. This is what they're saying. We're not gonna no longer be an enabler to you. You're gonna have to get up and learn some independent skills, even if that means you got to go to a trade to obtain some kind of certificate or whatever. You have to go to school and you have to go to work. They're gonna make you do one or the other. They're gonna make you do something. They changed the law here in Pennsylvania. Okay. They're gonna make you get up. They're gonna make you get up. It's time. It's time because you know you do have some people that want to utilize the government assistance forever. That's not a forever thing. It's not supposed to. When I was on government assistance and my children were 1 and 2 years old, I did not want to be on that mess forever. This is why I went out of my pocket and went paid for some training. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I didn't do that. That's a stepping stone, honey. It's supposed to, them food stamps helped us out to get by because I didn't have to spend no money on my dead end jobs to buy food because I had food share. Okay. Yeah. They provided me with bus fare. I didn't have to do that. I got a bus pass. Okay. Yeah. Those things are stepping stones. You should not ever, never want to be on that forever. Mm-mm. What about the people who sell all their food stamps? I actually love those people, to be honest. Well, I mean, that's not something that they supposed to be doing, but people gonna do what they want to do. So however, if people sell their food share, if somebody reported them in, they could lose their food share, okay? But because the buyer wouldn't be in trouble, it's the person who's actually selling. So I mean, as long as somebody don't know that that's what they're doing, because if somebody know that you're doing that monthly and they call in on you, that's fraud. Your county is going to look at that fraudulent. They're going to want you to pay back all of those stamps you sold, okay? Because they definitely look at the way that you buy. They look at your transactions and all of that too. When somebody make that kind of allegation on you and you can receive food share, and somebody call in on you and say that you're being fraudulent, they start looking at the transactions and how you spend monthly. And if they see that that occurred so many months at a time, they feel like you were doing that with your food share, and they will make you repay that back. They will. Hmm. How you doing, Miss Low Lane? She sent to 3 groups. Thank you. Yeah, they will. How you doing, honey? So I guess people have to be a little bit smart with theirs. You know what I'm saying? Long as a person don't know that's what you're doing and nobody ain't calling it in on you, I guess you will get by with that. But if somebody called in to your um county that you were receiving food share under, your county department, and called that in, they will start, especially if they receive more than one call about that same individual. If they receive so many calls about an individual being fraudulent with his or her food share, they will start monitoring the way that you spend in your transactions every month. And if they notice that, okay, every month this happens on this day and this person is spending that much on that day, they will find you suspect. They will. Mm-hmm. Yep. Trump is taking it back the way it's supposed to be. Well, as long as he makes some adequate right choices, that's going to benefit people. But I don't. He ain't a people's person with his personality. I don't like his personality. I don't like his character. I think he does make good decisions in certain areas, like with war, and with this one right here, with this decision that he's making to push for independence on citizens. That's something that the government should even make y'all do this. It's something that you should automatically want to do as an adult. Okay, you should not want to be leaning on something like government assistance forever. That should not be your safe haven or your safe net. That should not be something you want to stay on for long term, for years and years and years at a time. That's not going to help you. It's not meant to be long term. Okay. She says, me too. People just don't realize everyone is responsible for their own livelihood. No dignity about themselves. If you're disabled, then yes, but just being lazy is ridiculous, right? Because if you're just incapable due to being disabled, or you have a handicap that enables you to work, then you can't do nothing about that. You can't work. You can't work. You know what I'm saying? You can't work. And this could be that a person got hurt on their job. So right now they on disability because right now that person has restrictions on them. They can't go to work until they're cleared. If you are born with any kind of handicap or disability, you may not be able to do certain duties on the job because you're incapable based off your handicaps or your disabilities. Okay. So they may not have you doing that kind of a job. They will find something for you to do because you can't discriminate because a person is disabled. You can't discriminate because a person is handicapped. They have to have a job for them to do, but they will not give you something that you're not able to do. But they will give you something to do. I don't like Trump, but his plan to get things back where it used to be as far as working and welfare, I'm all for him. I agree to that too in that instance. I also I'm also for him with deporting the criminals who entered the country. A lot of them were already selling these when they crossed the border. So I definitely agree they need to go quick, fast, in a hurry I mean, and not only that, a lot of foreigners come over here to our country and they get all of the business opportunities in our country. And citizens of this country got to go through hoops and hops just to get a small business loan or a business itself. It'd be stuff like that for me because when you look around in your neighborhoods and you go to your local stores, who own them? Iranians and Pakistanians, they own them, right? When you go to your liquor stores, who own those? The same people. How are these people that's not born in our country get to come over here and they seem like they get the credits and merits to opening business and they get the yeses and these people who are citizens here get no's? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? We get no's and we get asked to go through hoops and hops just to get business going. I don't like it. A felon. Okay. Hey, sis Midnight at Joanne's Gifting Hands. Hope your day is going great. It is. It's going great. I'm getting ready to actually just chop up a few more videos, get busy. I got a few things to do because I gotta work tonight. So yeah, just get ready for work. Laying out my clothing for tonight, get ready for work. Y'all can watch this on the replay. This is just basically me letting you all know that I know y'all see everything that's going on this book like I do. Y'all see everybody unfolding and cracking on one another, but it's a little bit too late. That's what I say. It's just a little bit too late for this kind of behavior right here. And this kind of behavior is very funny. And it definitely shows that all parties are very much so guilty. That's all I do now. Okay? She says, you are so right. You are so correct. You got to take care of home first. It does take away from us. Right. So y'all make sure that y'all share the video. Make sure y'all react to it. Share it. It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube. Okay. If you are not following the Midnight Crew, it is the Midnight Crew. That is my YouTube channel. Most times when I live stream like this, I live stream both platforms. Okay. So whatever you can't find on here, because Facebook might take down some material if they feel like it's against their community standard, but YouTube ain't like that. All of my videos are there. All right. Again, Midnight I don't take down content no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't remove any content. I feel like when I come on my content and speak, I'm speaking truth and truthfully. So it's nothing for me to try to hide with taking my content down. You know what I'm saying? It always remains up. So you can catch content on both this platform and the Midnight Crew. Okay. Go watch some of that stuff, especially go down to 5 months. Okay. If you are going on my YouTube channel, because after me looking for evidence yesterday, it's at about the 5 month mark. If you look at videos that's stating that they were in August or 5 months, you're going to find a lot of bullshit there. Okay. And you're going to see a lot of, you want to go watch the whole live of what I showed y'all partially about those clippings. They there. They even here on Facebook too, though. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go down into August of last year to find those videos. Okay. They're definitely there. So this is your girl Midnight. Okay. You are so right. Take accountability of your actions. You got to. I mean, I would respect that in a person. Now, listen, I may not have even took it this far if they would have came out and told me that when I brought it to y'all, when y'all learned about it. But did any of them do that? Nope. They all play as if they did not know who the person was. They all play like that was wrong. They all play like, oh, I can't wait for this person to be found out when it's them. You know what I'm saying? I would actually respect that more in a person, to where I might say to you, okay, well, then I can't deal with you on that note, but I have to honestly say I respect your honesty. You know what I'm saying? I respect you actually coming to me saying, well, Midnight, we weren't seeing eye to eye at this time. There was some conversations about a person. I was involved because I knew about it, but there was some conversations about XYZ looking you up, or there was some conversations about XYZ trying to find your job. Like, I would have respect that in a person before anything else. Okay, I will share. Thank you for the share. Yep. Okay. Same to you, my Brenda. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you for all them flowers. So, y'all, I would respect that more in a person being straight up honest. But for all of them, they all Drusilla was just nowhere to be found. So her she blocked me too after all that mess was done. She blocked me even. You know what I'm saying? She blocked me, so I haven't seen that lady. I don't know where she may be, but I do hear that she's over there on Tana Live. So, like I said yesterday, you also got to remember that does not exclude her. It still includes her because her and Tana is an item. Just like Oshaki and Peaches, them two were an item. Okay? So you just never know who's doing what, who's saying what. But it's a little bit too late for that now because, see, what's done has been done, and now I'm doing what I need to do. So it's a little bit too late for all this canary singing they're doing, all this symphony choir singing they're doing now. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all of the singing to the preaching to the choir with them canaries. Okay, it's a little bit too late for that. Miss Donna said, "Have a good day, everybody." Thinking that you wasn't going to thinking you wasn't going forward with finding out who did it. Tight face, right? That's what they really thought. They thought I wasn't gonna come forth and find out. You know what I'm saying? But oops, joke's on them. I told you, tricks are for kids. All right, tricks are definitely for kids. Okay. My Brenda said thank you. Yeah, I hear she blocked the whole crew over there. So she fell off. I hear she blocked the whole crew over there. She blocked me too, but I didn't give a damn. I knew that was coming. I really don't care, but she still needs to know that certain people going to see what she do if she go on her page. But I feel like since she blocked everybody, she probably just go ahead and stay off Facebook because maybe somebody who she knew, the one who she was inquiring to look me up in my job, maybe that person then told her, you need to stay clear of them people. You need to stay clear and block them because now they both nervous. Now both of those people are nervous about their credentials because they know they went against HIPAA laws and violations with doing that. So it was only she was going. Knew that was going to come. I knew she was blocking me, and I don't care. She still got to be mindful of somebody watching, seeing what you do. Somebody gonna still find and see what that lady do, and that ain't gonna stop her from getting served with them papers at all. It's still not going to stop you from getting served with what you need to get served with because I already turned your address and all that in already. That was shit in my portfolio. All those fake emails, that was shit in my portfolio. Okay, that was the first piece of information turned in. The names and locations of these people, those fake ass emails, some of those screenshots I got printed off for these people, that email that went to my job, all of that. The email of me and that liaison lady speaking, she contacted me on email too about something, and she sent me that email through email too. She sent that email to me through my email. I got all that. That was on paper. I had to send all that in. So what they got was the email. They got the conversation of me and the liaison lady. They got the email she sent me when she was sending that back to me. They got Ash information, they got Utana information, they got Peaches information, and they got that Drusilla crew lady information. And they got all those fake emails. That's what they got. That's what I printed off on paper. And I just handed that to them, and I got my own copy. I got my own records. So now what I'm going to send them through the email is all of the electronic stuff, these videos. That's what's going next. But then I showed y'all what I'm going to go print off tonight. Because remember, she was in my live. At first, she said it was all Drusilla. You got to understand, this lady is all over the place. First, you was making it so that it was Drusilla solely the one talking to you about looking me up. Then you got Tana and Drusilla saying that, no, Ash was telling me she got somebody that she know that she was going to have look me up. Then you went so far to come on my live and say it was all Tana. Like, you all over the place, lady. You lying. You had a part in that shit. She's scared and quiet like a mouse now. Oh, we. That's why I said she might just disappear from going live at all. Y'all may not even see that lady post up. You know what I'm saying? She may not even post up. I'm damn sure she's not going to be going live. I'm sure that's over with. I'm sure that lady is not going to do no more lives. She won't be doing lives. Trust me. She knows she was wrong for doing whatever she did towards you. Yeah, that's what I said, love me. You not gonna catch Osha Key live. You barely gonna catch her post up on her page because she even know that people are still even watching her with the post ups. That lady finna disappear from Facebook altogether. Do you hear me? I would not be surprised if that lady deactivate her account. You're not gonna see her going live. You're not gonna see her in nobody's inbox. You're not gonna see, or she'll, if anybody, she might try to tip me because she think that she gonna be honest with me through an inbox. Listen, it's a little bit too late for that. Okay, it's a little bit too late for that kind of behavior when it comes to any one of them. It's too late for that. I don't need that kind of shit because nobody cared enough about Midnight to let me know when y'all knew that that lady was speaking like that. Nobody told me. You know why nobody didn't tell me? Because I was into it with all of y'all. I was into it with each and every last one of you, from Peaches to motherfucking Ash to motherfucking Drusilla to motherfucking Utanda. All of y'all was on the same motherfucking platform when nobody thinking of Midnight in that motherfucking life. Y'all was all plotting up against Midnight, playing it motherfucking simple. Nobody gave a damn about me then. So do not come over here pretending like you give a fuck about what was going on and what my name was involved in and what motherfuckers was looking to do to me, because nobody gave a damn, because I was into it with every last one of y'all. Every last one of you. So you're going to have to dismiss me with the pretending shit and the game playing. Please dismiss me. Midnight, you probably got them on their knees praying, hoping you won't do nothing. Oh, it's already been started, Miss Alicia. It's already been started. And I'm definitely gonna proceed with sending in my video clippings. I already gave them folks that paperwork. I'm send them this too because I got this to use for evidence. They already, I don't feel sorry for them, Alicia. I really don't. Cause it's just a principle. I run off principality. Man, what if these motherfuckers really succeeded with me losing my job? Do you know what else I would lose if I lost my job? I don't feel bad for them. Do you know that's my roof over my head? That's how I buy food. That's how I take care of me. That's how I take care of my family. That's my bills you messing with. It's like a motherfucker don't want to see a motherfucker up. They rather see you down and homeless. Almost to that point. My husband worked, but yeah, we listen, our bills are we got bills. How about that? One person can't just work with the kind of bills me and my husband have. My rent almost $14.50 a month. My car note, that's a good $600 a month. My light bill, my phone bill, my cable bill, my insurance bill, my rental insurance bill, my grocery money. I don't get food share. My damn household products. Like, do y'all understand my credentials? It's the principle for me. My credentials, some shit I work hard for. I don't feel sorry for neither one of them. Not one. Cause see, it was too much at stake already that y'all had thought y'all had y'all hands on. No, I don't feel bad for neither one of them. So they gonna get rightfully what's deserved to them. Okay. It's all about principle with me. A lot of people may say, well, they didn't get you fired, so you just need to let it go. No, because it's about principle. It's about principality. That's how y'all roll. It's about principality, and it's about what they tried to do. It's about how they tried to destroy me. And the key word is tried, but it's about how they tried to destroy who I am. My credibility. Okay? It was how they was trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? How? With lies. Shit that don't even line up with my characteristic. It's that for me. That's right, Midnight. That's why I'm pissed over the situation, because that's your livelihood and no one should stoop that low. Yeah, I just can't. Asante said Beyonce's internet were very quiet last night. Who is Beyonce? Mm-mm. None of them can compare. Mm-mm. Beyonce who? People should realize everybody ain't playing. Like, no, you have to understand that everybody is not like that. See, but that's the problem. That's the problem with people like that. Do y'all understand that they have done that? This is not their behavior for the first time. Trust me, it's not. We've already seen that with these people on the internet, that this is not their behavior for the first time. I don't care. I don't give a damn who's over there. We know that this is not their behavior for the first time on the internet, even. So, do you not think that they have crossed people like that they actually know? That's not the first time. And see, the people who they have already crossed in that manner may have not sought them out like that to go further, because maybe they can't, or maybe they just really dismissed it. Beyonce's internet was very quiet last night. What's going on with Beyonce? You talking about the singer Beyonce? I thought you was calling somebody else Beyonce on here. I was about to say, nah. What's going on with Beyonce though? I mean, you can't play with everybody like that. Everybody ain't finna play with you like that. And even for the ones that you have played with in your time or in your life, they only saw fit to let it go because maybe they know you on the tip like that, and they know that they don't want to see you in that position. They had some kind of pity for you, or they just couldn't do it because they couldn't afford to do it. When you open up cases like this on pressing charges, though, that don't cost you. You can definitely, as long as you got the proof. Pressing charges on somebody, I'm not coming out of my pocket to do. I came out of my pocket for the law firm to obtain IPs, but for what I'm finna do for them, it's just like going to file a restraining order on somebody. It's the same process. You know how you go file a restraining order on somebody, where you do the paperwork, you go before a commissioner, they give you that paperwork, and you come back to court, that kind of a thing. So people really have pity on you when they don't prosecute you, because they don't want to see you go down that road like that. They really care for you, but y'all don't know me. So the fact that y'all mess with my job like that, I'm going to do what I need to do. I don't know y'all, and I don't feel no sympathy for them either. At the same time that they have sympathy for me, I mean, that's a question y'all need to be going back asking them. Y'all can't expect for me to have no pity on nobody who didn't have that same pity on me when they were doing their dirt. Okay? They didn't have not an ounce of pity on me. If that would have cost me my job, they would have been sitting back laughing that they succeeded with destroying me in their heads. Okay? That would have been a laughing matter for them if that had actually worked. That they had succeeded with me losing my job behind some bullshit they did. And just because it didn't work in their favor in that manner, I'm supposed to let that? Hell no. It's not rolling like that. No. Mm-mm. Listen, y'all doing the laughing. They looking stupid now. Very. I never seen Peaches humble herself with anyone. She's always aggressive and ready to box, but she knows she doesn't put fear in you, which is why she's trying to explain her way out. And that's just facts, Asante. She don't intimidate me. See, that's another thing. She does not intimidate me, and I put that on the good God we serve. She don't intimidate me. I fear nothing but God. Okay? That lady don't intimidate me. I'm going to still speak the way I need to speak when I need to speak. She don't fear me. She can't control me. The fact that I don't take everything for what she's saying to be truth is something as to why she really do not like me. And I know that's a fact. I know that's facts. So please dismiss me. Do not come around me with the fake pretending. Because now shit has got hot. And y'all all sitting in that hot seat. Shit has got hot now. Miss me with that mess. You can miss me with it. Midnight don't want to hear it. It's too late for me to be listening to y'all little nonsense and y'all rants and raves now. Too late. You are a tad bit too late. I'm tired of all these people coming to me when y'all have y'all come to me when y'all have fallout with people and want to tell me about what a motherfucker said about midnight. I'm sick of that kind of behavior. And then when you come to me, you better have some facts, because I'm sure gonna question you about the receipt part. Because see, I don't go off hearsay. I don't go off hearsay. So if you gonna ever bring me something that a motherfucker has said about me or supposedly has said about me, you better have a motherfucker receipt to support what you telling me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna believe shit you're saying. I'm not gonna believe nothing you talking about. For real. She says, I agree. Exactly. That's low. Like, come on. It's low. That's as low as the lows. And that's bottom of the barrel low. Okay. Now that's truly bottom of the barrel low. So do I feel sorry and bad for anybody and what they finna encounter, what kind of charges they are up against? Ask Midnight if she feel bad about that. I don't. And I'm saying that respectfully and humbly. I don't. I don't care. I really just do not care what happens to these people. I don't. I'm being honest with y'all. No cap. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I agree. She only likes who she's able to control. And that's just simple. And some of you see how a number of you have already come across here and said that. Since I've even told y'all that my address and stuff has been leaked, who I've been looking at. And since I came out and told y'all that they reached my job, a lot of y'all have said that. Cause y'all, I'm not the only one who got strong personality and strong will. A lot of them don't, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them need to grow some backbones about themselves. But you see how a lot of y'all also pick up that same notation that she really don't vibe with people who think for themselves and have a thought process of their own. And then all of them tend to gang up on that kind of a person. But see, I can take all of them at the same time, too. That's also how I know that was her, because they also came in my comments speaking about the rain, talking about the rain gonna get midnight. Listen, this goes for, I don't give a fuck what the rain may say, but the rain gonna have to deal with midnight as well. You know what I'm saying? Midnight ain't intimidated by the rain, whoever that person's supposed to be. Not at all. Cause like I said, when it rains, it pours. Okay, so we just gonna be some raining and pouring type of motherfuckers, I guess. But that's how I know that was her talking behind a fake page. And then who they was addressing, Osh. Like, come on, you're not gonna keep on. And then what kind of name you come over there on my page with, Joanne? Came playing in my face with my mother's name. Like, stop playing with me. It'd be that kind of shit for me. This is your girl Midnight. I'm gonna have to holler back at y'all. I probably will not be live no more today. Possibly tomorrow, some other time, at some point in time. Because soon as I get off work, I gotta go right into business again. Soon as I get off, I will be taking what I need to take. My portfolio's going with me again, because it's all kind of important things in that, honey. That's my portfolio I used to handle business with. These text messages or these comments, should I say, that's evidence, honey. That's all going to be going, and that's all going to come up against who she's mentioning in herself. Just know that who she's mentioning in those comments is going to work against her and who she's mentioning, for real. I'm not going to play with them. I don't feel bad for the women. I'm sorry. I just don't. And Lord knows I don't feel bad for them. And that's not me being evil. Because like I said, Lord knows, you know what was at stake when them people were playing with my good name. You already knew what was at stake when they were playing with me. But see, you weren't gonna even let that play out when they was thinking they was playing with me. He wasn't gonna let it happen. And just because it didn't succeed or go through, I'm supposed to dismiss them? No, ma'am, and no, sir. I'm not. And I mean it. It is your girl Midnight. Holla back. Y'all be easy, be smooth. For those going to work smart. Don't work hard. I see y'all.